Welcome to another exciting edition of The Raven. Damn, my mic. Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock. It is Saturday. May the 4th be with you.
And also with you.
Yes, folks, we have a very, very special episode ahead of us today. And we're going to do our own spin in celebrating the franchise of Star Wars.
Star Wars has been going on for years now, literal decades, and it is no exaggeration to say that it has shaped the view of much pop culture, science fiction, and pretty much not just here in the United States, but all over the world. No matter how massive or large it gets, no matter how many controversial or divisive titles and products it comes, I can tell you without doubt that every single person in the world that has seen any Star Wars has at least one aspect or one version of Star Wars that they love the most.
Before we begin and actually introduce ourselves properly, I want to give a shout out over here to D9 Santi, not just for the $9.99 super chat.
Thank you.
Yay! What do they say?
They're saying, haven't been on in a while. Grief sucks. My new pup Maya, who looks like Chewie, says, may the 4th be with you. By the way, if you haven't already, blue and green milk at Disneyland is delicious.
Okay,
I
need to try this.
Thank you for letting us know, and thank you for joining us, as much as we thank all of our beloved viewers and listeners who are here with us to watch us nerd the fuck out over the things that we love so much.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Now, I am your host, Jose Casabona. I'm also the host of Wrestle Rewind, and I am the founder, executive producer, and content manager of this channel. And on behalf of all of us, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And joining me on my immediate left, the host of Los Amigos Play, a man with his signature shit-eating grin, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Hello, everybody. Thank you once again for joining us. As I said,
no one can hear you, pal.
Thank you once again for joining us, and as usual, it is a pleasure to be with you. I hope that you enjoy the show as much as we enjoy making it for you, for we are wise in the ways of the Force, and I will now force you to give me all of your money.
And of course, joining us on our far left is Fang Cosplay. Oh, that's so cute.
She's got like a put her down.
Nah, she's harmless. Right?
Harmless? No. Harmless?
Harmless?
Harmless? Are you sure?
They don't bite.
I will bite.
You do.
Are you sure? Are you
sure about that?
I think you're in danger.
Maybe I might be.
You're in danger.
You sure about that?
And joining us on our far right is Xeiana Rose Cosplay.
Hello.
All right.
Can they not? They can't see mine.
You're pointing at the wrong camera for one. There it is.
There it is.
No one's gonna be able to see my red.
Aww. Damn.
Here, take my green. No one cares.
And of course, joining us here in the immediate right is the host of the Black Files, my type partner for Wrestle Rewind, a man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on this channel every single week. Out of all of us in this group, a huge, mega Star Wars enthusiast, Mr. Juan Arauz. And Juan, here, I made you a nice smile. Here's a happy face. Shoot me. Oh my god.
No.
Thank you for that introduction, Jose. Don't you ever forget the mister.
I cannot.
And of course, folks,
I
just
need
like
me
all
alive.
our other
Are
shows.
you me hoiny me yoining?
Angel, we just got started, please.
Sorry, go ahead.
No.
And of course, folks, just like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and on Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below, and we will answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers.
Bless you.
What the hell? Fang.
Bless you.
Bless you, Xeiana Rose. Oh my god, somebody misses you.
No, it's because of cat hair that a certain angel over there is wearing.
Listen, it's not my fault Pussy is attracted to me this deeply, okay? I can't
Jesus!
For someone who's very averse to saying how much you attract.
I know. Just like the bitches.
We at the Ravens Flock have been working since 2013 to make your voice our mission, and we've been doing our best to try to balance a work-life balance on here, but sadly, that has become untenable for our freaking psychology, which is why we ask you to help us become full-time YouTubers so we can make our job what we love doing. That way, we can never have to work a day in our lives. With your help and your continuing support, we shall and will succeed. Also, you get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts here, put your feedback and your ideas on how to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Hey, up over here in the chat, like we said, we got D Nice in the chat, Mr. Quake, Project Metal Music, Idiot Shroud, hello, Nikki Bella, I said Mr. Quake, bless you, Xeiana. Oh
okay,
my
I do
Lord.
not have that much cat hair on me, okay?
And Physetter Macrocephalus
Hello.
is in the chat. Hey up, Physetter, thank you for joining us. He says, my favorite Star Wars character is Lando Calrissian. Judge my taste.
No, you know
no
what?
notes. 0 out of 10.
No notes.
A 10 out of 10 wouldn't change.
I mean,
Okay.
Lando is pretty charismatic, I'm just
He's
saying.
pretty awesome.
He's the right kind of
He's a
scoundrel.
pretty smooth
Yeah. And you know what, folks?
What's up,
Angel is
Xeiana?
right. Oh,
No.
Oh, no,
You were getting me a
because
look.
I do want to ask a question to all of us.
What?
Shoot.
well, what's your question first?
What is everyone's favorite lightsaber color?
Purple.
Green.
Purple. Wasn't yours yellow?
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, no, mine is blue.
I had to think about that for a second. I
Us
was like,
purple's
wasn't it
got to
yellow?
stick together over here.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah,
I just
we're
like green
fancy.
because it feels like...
We're
We're
I almost
fancy.
blinked. I was like, wait, wasn't it
Yeah.
yellow?
Yeah, look, we're wearing purple. We have purple here.
Oh my God.
We're
We
got
wearing
purple
purple.
microphones.
Yeah.
All right,
The
well,
only thing we can't get apparently are
maybe a
purple
white.
dry erase markers.
Yeah.
Dude, if I could have a white
Yeah.
lightsaber, I would.
listen, I
Whites
was,
are hard to obtain, by the way.
Funny you should mention that.
everyone,
Yeah, you can.
please.
Yeah.
I was encouraged by KStorm to get multiple colored markers.
That's not the problem. You just couldn't find purple for us.
Yeah.
Well,
Purple
you see,
superior.
the problem is that
I mean,
purple
I
is
would
a
like
real
white,
color,
but
and
it
we're all
wouldn't
broke as
show
shit,
up.
so...
Well, all right. Well, whatever. No matter what your opinion is in terms of lightsaber colors, one thing we can all agree with is that what Angel said earlier: the Star Wars franchise has definitely revolutionized sci-fi and fantasy
And popular culture.
and pop culture for decades. And yes, there has been split opinions about different pieces of the Star Wars franchise. And you know what? I don't know how nerds do it, man, but like to be able to sit down and binge watch all the shows and all the movies and everything.
There's so many.
There's so many.
We are
especially-
It will
spoiled.
take you a long time
Fun
to
fact,
finish.
we were checking to see what shows were available. We found like 5 shows we haven't even heard of until now.
I know.
Yeah.
And to get through all this, we need the right dose of energy.
Which is why we're very happy to say that, as always, we at the Ravens Flock are proudly partnered with Glytch Energy. Glytch Energy is your ideal choice to keep you energized, revitalized, and uneuthanized in order for you to be able to go through your day.
How do we jump to euthanasia?
I said uneuthanized.
Okay, what
means
the
you stay
fuck?
alive. With their patented Smart Energy blend, your Glytch Energy comes with 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 calories, and 0 crash. And as you can tell, they come with a wide variety of flavors. You've got Nerdies up on Xeiana's head, Azure Infusion on Dragonfang's head, and they're also holding on to Skill Issue. Angel has Maui Punch. Jose, our fearless leader, has Berry Plume, and I've got Guava Warfare.
Yes.
But what's the most important damnedest thing of all of this?
The most important damnedest thing of all this, Juancho, is that Glytch Energy tastes great. You don't want to drink anything that only tastes subpar.
Exactly. Listen, at the end of the day, you need your energy, you need your minerals, you need your nutrients, you need your hydrates to stay alive and keep going every day. And Lord knows that it's already difficult enough to drink an energy drink that leaves a nasty aftertaste, a chalky feeling in your tongue, or worst off, endangers the sweet and ever irreplaceable enamel of your permanent teeth.
He
Do
means
you have any
enamel.
idea? Do you have any idea how goddamn expensive a dentist is right now?
Yeah,
It's
Very
so expensive I have to
expensive.
sell the accentuation. That's why I say animal.
Jesus.
Yeah. So you want to drink this like an animal that you are, and more importantly, you want to know that it's tasteful and is healthy for you. How many things in this world can you say are tasteful and healthy for you at the same time?
And
You
speaking of
almost punched
healthy,
me in
it's
the
not.
face.
Exactly.
And speaking of healthy, it's not just energy drinks that Glytch Energy produces. They also have their own line of hydration drinks.
Which is the Glytch Revive, superior to Prime, because fuck Logan Paul.
I
Yep,
blame
and they
Angel.
also have their own brand of of supplements for different nutritional needs.
Right now.
Yes, you should. You
I
can
know.
totally do it.
No, Dragon Fang's fine. She'll be fine for a second.
There's nutritional supplements to help boost, to help your nootropics, to help boost your immune system, to help boost your testosterone, to help with your eye. With your eyesight. It's amazing. And if you go online to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FLOCKFUEL, you'll receive a 20% discount on all of your online purchases.
So what are you guys waiting for? We've been hawking this for a real long time, and we know we've had a couple of you fine folks over here in our audience already trying this out and letting us know how much your friends and your family members are enjoying this. Why not spread the word? How about the rest of you guys get up off the floor and come on over to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code FLOCKFUEL, and get on the hype train. This stuff is incredible. If we don't like it, we don't recommend it, and we try anything that we get hawked our way, don't we, Angel?
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, I did forget to bring my cup today, but pretty much every episode since this whole thing began, you see me drink the delicious blackberry lemonade hydrate save series. So trust me, when I say I drink this stuff on the daily, I do, because it is actually important. I have a job that requires me to talk a lot, and I need that to not just keep going, but to stay myself in one piece and not to parch my own throat. When I say that this is good for you, I mean that this is good for you, because I drank it, and I am good for you.
Absolutely, and we here in the Ravens flock, we'd like to thank Glitch Energy for partnering with us. You may have made a serious mistake.
Yeah, you guys are paired up with the worst kind of scoundrels.
Now,
we are a pack of half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herders.
Gremlins.
Ah, yes.
We're gremlins.
The Raven's flock. Seldom would you find a more disgusting skull of a hive of skull and
Guys, no, guys, we're bird brains.
oh god, yes we are.
Caw.
Caw, motherfucker!
But getting back on track, folks, in celebration of May the 4th, in celebration of Star Wars, we're going to do a little fun activity. There's about 12 movies out there, and there's...
are there 12? Is it 12? Yes, it is 12.
It is 12. It
Yes,
is a
it
dozen.
12.
Yep.
Okay, so, yeah, there's 3 trilogies. You have the original trilogy, which is Star Wars A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Then you had the prequel trilogy, which was the Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And then you had the sequel trilogy, which is The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. And then the other 3 movies we have are standalone films. We have Solo, a Star Wars movie, Rogue One, a Star Wars movie, and the animated Clone Wars feature-length film, which is pretty much the pilot to the Clone Wars animated series.
It was like Boss Lightyear or Star Command kind of thing.
Yeah. Now, in terms of the TV series, we're going to tackle that when we get to, but we're going to start things off easy because the movies, we can count the movies for now. We're going to start all the way, because there are movies that were great, and there are other Star Wars movies that will, let's just say there's a reason it's not talked about as much. It's not talked about as much positively.
Real quick, I wanted to say hi to Ben Cruz in the chat and Brandon Ogden. May the 4th be with you both.
Tyson
Hey!
Yeah, no.
Fightsetter's like, I'm not a scoundrel. I'm a 50-ton bull sperm whale.
I'm aware. Though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If that fight between Mike Tyson and what's his name,
Jake Paul
doesn't end with Tyson's fist literally disintegrating that man into atoms, this is rigged. I want Mike Tyson to throw a punch and recreate a scene from One Punch Man. You know the one.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So right now we're gonna start at the bottom, and of course, please also keep in mind, not all this is gonna be a bit of a tricky because not all of us have seen all of the Star Wars movies. I haven't. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched the CG animated movie of the Clone Wars. I've seen the series, but not the movie.
I've seen every film, and I don't. But that doesn't mean I remember everything about them.
Okay, and all right, Juancho, what about you?
I also missed out on the Clone Wars animated movie.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, 3D animated in the
looks
movie.
like I'm the only one that
You had to deal with Jabba the Hutt's kid.
Yeah.
I know of the plot. It's where we are introduced to Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah, bring up like a screenshot
It looks like I'm the
of
only
it.
one that actually saw this film, so I guess I'm the only one that gets to say an
I
opinion.
don't remember.
Shut up, you. Don't rub it in.
Was it the 2003 one?
Yes.
No, not 2003.
2008.
2008.
You sure?
2008?
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was 3.
The 3D movie came out in 2008. The
Okay.
one, the Genny Tartakovsky one came out in 2003.
No, it was a movie.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right?
Yes,
Yes.
it was.
It was a movie.
Oh my
Doing
God.
live research.
Live research.
All right, well,
2008 Clone Wars season.
Okay.
Seasons.
Okay. There's that, and let me show you a thing. Let me show you a thing. The series began with a theatrical feature film.
Okay.
This one, Star Wars: The Clone Wars
it was 2008.
film, a 2008 animated epic space
That's the
opera
one.
film.
Click back. I don't know what it
Yeah, because
Is
it's been
that
a long time.
It introduces Ahsoka Tano to you.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
then
been
yes.
a long.
All right, now
time.
before we get to our own takes, our own rankings, let's all universally agree the dishonorable mention has to be the really, really old Star Wars holiday special. I'm sorry,
I
that
know of it.
was so
I've seen it.
bad.
I do not remember if we've seen it.
Spin and flick.
No!
Flick and spin.
It was stir, whip, stir.
Listen, all you need to remember is that Chewie's grandfather watches TV. And on the TV, there's a very beautiful black lady dressed in a shiny, sparkly white suit, singing a very seductive song, and he's looking like he's about to come out of retirement. If you know what I'm
Oh
saying.
my god!
And that's when I knew that movie was not for me.
It's supposed to be like it's
Okay,
a
so
story
yeah,
of
we never saw
Han
it.
Solo tagging along with Chewbacca. They go to visit Chewbacca's
did not
family
watch.
to
Uncle
celebrate
Sheik.
Did not
Uncle
watch.
Sheik to celebrate Life Day.
It was so bad that Lucas outright says, "Listen, I made Howard the Duck, and somehow the movie's still better than this."
Yeah.
George Lucas, after seeing how abysmally the holiday special did, which was produced in production with CBS as well, he basically said, "Okay, all you guys, we are never going to talk about this again.
Ever.
It will never air on television again for as long as I live, and forevermore. And if anyone mentions it or asks you about it, you say no. I don't even know what you're
If
talking
you
about."
mention that movie in my presence, I will kill you with my bare hands. He didn't
that's
say
right.
that,
No,
but
that's
We already,
Harrison Ford.
we already mentioned it.
yeah.
Also-
well, we're all dead.
Real quick, A up here to Bernadette Lonefire. Hey, sister, how you doing? Welcome to the radio.
Hello,
May
man.
the 4th be with you all.
And
Just wait
also
till
you.
Revenge of the 5th.
And Five Setter said that the holiday special is scary. Yes, it was.
It's not scary as much as it's just depressingly bad because, listen.
It was weird. You
The
had
holiday special came out after the first 3 movies, right?
no.
When did it come
No.
It came out after the first movie.
No, it just came out in holiday seasons of 1978.
Okay.
Immediately after
A New Hope.
Movie one.
A New Hope.
So here's the deal. I need you guys to understand because we were not there when it happened. These two were, but I was in Cuba
No, I
at
wasn't.
that time. 1998?
1978.
Oh, no, right. I wasn't there.
78.
either.
None of us were
I was
here.
a cycle
None
by
of us
then.
were alive.
So,
We were not even thought of.
people underestimate this because it's been many years, but the first Star Wars movie had an explosion of popularity, the likes of which no other film franchise had seen that point, and arguably no other franchise has seen it ever since. Except maybe the Avengers with the MCU shenanigans.
Yeah.
It was genuinely the first time, because 1978, like, the art of theater had obviously come a long way, but very few people were thinking of making an epic this size. People were still into Westerns back then, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
So, somebody coming up with big sci-fi epic story hero's journey, a lot of people didn't expect this to succeed. And
They
it
just thought it was a
succeeded.
stupid science film for kids.
Yeah, and it succeeded beyond everybody's wildest dreams. So the second the money began to roll in, the executives at Hollywood began to throw everything at the wall. The
So, yeah.
amount of Star Wars merchandise that was made within that year alone could fill several landfills. So
It has.
Yeah, so
it
this
has.
special was essentially made by a very clear, desperate attempt to cash in with as much money as possible because they weren't sure if the sequel was going to hit as hard as the first one. Of course, we know how the story went. We know that the sequel hit even harder, but this is the very definition of a bunch of very greedy executives going, but what if?
But what is?
Sorry, George Lucas. You can go ahead and not talk about it for the rest of your life, but Star Wars fans will remember this.
And
We
especially
cannot
those
help it.
who,
It's always there.
especially those who actually videotaped it and have preserved the videotapes ever since in every form for digital posterity. You can find clips of this on blasted YouTube. It doesn't mean that we recommend it.
I'll nod and I'll just say that I did.
Listen,
All right.
you can spend better things with your time.
So,
All right. Now, with that being said,
I've got a way for us to organize this, by the way.
Go.
Since there's 12 films, and
Yes.
we could talk about the TV shows. You know, there's the Clone Wars animated series. There's the live action shows. We could talk about those separately or whatever of what we've seen. I think what we ought to do is go by original trilogy, then prequel, then sequel,
Yeah.
and then the 3 standalones.
Release order is fine.
all right, yeah, we'll do that. Well, then we'll start with the original trilogy. We're gonna start with the one with our least favorite of the old
Least
trilogy
favorite.
and our most favorite. All right.
Okay, so of the original trilogy,
Of the
which
old
is
trilogy.
A New Hope.
Say all.
Oh,
Empire Strikes
I
Back.
thought that we were going to be like rating each of them
Yeah.
individually.
Do you have any idea how it's
would
gonna?
take forever.
How
No, I meant
more
like
difficult?
each of the movies.
Like, yeah, but that's 12 of them, and we're gonna be here all fucking night. I'm trying to help us. Help us
Yeah, we're
streamline
gonna
it.
give our own. Yeah, we're gonna give our own individual.
just,
and we'll talk
just
about
to streamline it a little bit. So here we go.
All right, so let's begin.
So we'll start with the original trilogy. That's A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. So which one is our least favorite?
Let's all write it down and we'll reveal.
Our favorite and least favorite.
First, least favorite.
Are we writing our favorite after this one?
All right, is everyone done?
Are we going?
Are we
Wait,
writing
are
our
we
favorite?
doing the least favorite first, or the
We're doing
our
least
least
favorite
favorite
first, and then our
Yeah, you gotta
favorite.
pay attention. We are doing the least favorite first. All right, let's keep our signs hidden for now until we're all done.
Okay,
We're waiting on
we're
it.
ready.
We're-
You
All
guys
right.
may kill us.
All right,
Die.
3, 2, 1. Let's see what you got, Angel. Oh, come on!
Hang,
Return of the Jedi.
hang
all
on,
ret-
the folks can't see our. Hang on. Okay, so
Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi. And Xeiana Rose and Dragonframe wrote, "Oh, come on!"
okay,
We
so
didn't really care for the
care.
Yeah, sorry.
This was a
We really
mistake.
didn't care for them.
No, it's okay.
any
So-
of
watched
the
them all.
originals.
We watched them
We
all, but
really
we
didn't care for the characters.
all
Sorry.
right, fair enough. Well, let's talk about Return of the Jedi since we all unanimously agree.
Said
I would
that
like
that
to
one
say-
of those three, we
Right
did
off
like-
the bat, it is not because Return of the Jedi is a bad movie.
and it's not because they Disney-fied it by making
No,
Ewoks
no.
and C-3PO's a gay butler and he's
Okay,
annoying.
the Ewoks were
like
cute,
everyone
though.
was shouting about in 1983.
No.
Yeah,
It's
people were
because-
being assholes about Star Wars even back then.
All right, what's up,
Bro,
Angel?
First off, there will always be people being assholes about something popular. That always happens. The reason why this movie is on the lowest of the pothole is not because it's bad, it's because what came after was so good.
You mean what came before?
What do you mean before? Which one is which? I think I fucked something up.
You
Oh
fucked
boy,
up.
Angel,
Hang
come
on.
on, dude.
Which one is the first movie?
A New
A
Hope?
New Hope.
That's the one that I put on my bottom.
Then you need to write A New Hope.
Yeah, I gotta write A New Hope.
Oh
That
my
is the
God! How do you? Jeez.
Because it's been
Okay,
years.
A New Hope was the first one.
Yeah,
Empire Strikes Back was the second.
yeah,
Well,
Return of the Jedi is the third.
yeah,
Then episode 1, 2, and 3.
yeah,
And then episodes 7, 8, and 9.
yeah. Okay, so for me, the first one.
the
first
first one,
one.
A New Hope. Is
That's the one
on
that's
your
lower
bottom.
at the bottom.
Okay.
That-
How come?
Not because it's bad.
Okay.
There's nothing bad about one. It's because the ones that came after are so much better to me. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. Like that's it. The first one, perfectly good introduction to the franchise, hero's journey, realizing your destiny, pursuing what you believe in. Cool. But the second one is the one that I find that really like drops the plot twist, and the third one is the conclusion to the plot twist. Like I said, it's not because it's bad; it's because it's the beginning, and everything that builds up upon it is so much greater. But that's just me.
Okay, fair enough.
Hi, KStorm.
How about you?
All right,
though?
all right. So me and Juan, we put Return of the
Return of the
Jedi
Jedi.
as our least favorite of the trilogy. I'm sorry, like that one scene in Jabba's palace where they had that singing number that was so ridiculous.
Now, so you know. Okay, so you know. No, we're not referring to the original release. We were born after the original release. Our first exposure to the original trilogy was the special edition. We have since seen copies of the original releases of Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and the original Star Wars, where they had the original visual effects, which, by the way, were amazing for their time.
Yeah.
But obviously, they don't hold up to our freaking
They're obviously a little,
1990s
Oh,
kids
hang on a minute.
attitude. Yes, what's up, K-Storm?
Since I'm going to be cooking in a minute and can't really throw in my 2 cents, but we are talking original series.
Original trilogy.
Original trilogy, I meant. So I saw it on TV. Not DVD special releases. I saw this one on TV with my father, which is why it is my favorite.
Huh.
Let me see.
So that is your personal number
Return
one.
of the Jedi.
Of the original trilogy, Return of the Jedi is...
What was your least favorite?
I don't actually have one.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of obsessed with Star Wars, but for me, Return of the Jedi special because I saw it on TV with my dad, with commercials and all.
Okay.
So yes, I saw maybe not the theatrical release, but
Bless you.
No,
Bless you.
I was a kid.
Okay, and this was what year?
94, 95.
Okay.
Then it must have been the theatrical, because did it include the shots of Tatooine and Bespin and all that? No, right?
No, it did not. And it did not have anything. It had the old the old David Prowse Anakin.
Yeah, and the old Sebastian Shaw Anakin in there.
Yeah, that one. And the old all the old special effects, and it was cut for TV commercials. So yeah, I got to see the original.
Nice. Awesome. All right.
Okay. I'm old! So am I.
I'm like, yeah, no.
So am I.
And, and in the grand scheme of things, like, I don't know. Like, I like the story of Return of the Jedi. I like that I like how it reached its conclusion with Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. That was great.
It just felt like for us, it was within that trilogy. It felt like a finality. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the end of it. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
It's so cool, but there could be so much more. Somebody misses you like a motherfucker, Xeiana.
it's
Also, as I got older, yes, I've come to accept the Ewoks.
I have an idea.
Hang on.
Give me a second.
Yeah. As I got older, I've come to accept the Ewoks. But watching it when I was a kid, I was a little annoyed by the Ewoks.
Are you kidding me?
They
were so cute!
Hey! I said when I was a kid, when I first
Did they
saw
scare you?
No, they just annoyed me.
Okay, you know what?
I know what it is.
Now we need to dress you up as an Ewok.
Yes.
No, I know what it is. This is back when you were a kid, right?
Yeah.
Like what, 4th, 5th grade?
5th grade, yeah.
Yeah.
4th grade, actually.
4th grade, yeah. Okay, see, I remember what you were like in the 4th grade, and that was you trying to be a tough boy. And tough boys don't like cuddly Ewoks.
Aww.
Is it because they were short and cute?
You need, if we can find our Ewok plushie, you can cuddle it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get back on track. Y'all are ridiculous.
We can't, not without Angel.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I mean, I am utterly determined to get you an Ewok plushie now.
Yes. That will happen.
KStorm, do it.
I will.
I have removed the previous shirts that had Catherine on them, and hopefully you'll be able to breathe easier now that they're gone.
All right, no
I can
worries.
barely breathe.
But Juan,
Yeah.
I
there's
can
no,
barely breathe.
Lose the jacket.
you have to lose your jacket.
Oh no, the jacket is fine.
I
No, you
I
got-
didn't lay on the jacket.
Yeah, but the cat's dander's all over the place.
I can barely breathe through my
Fucking
nose.
bullshit.
Sorry, dude.
Angel's trying to tap into his inner Sith Lord.
I don't even know my own planet. Give me a break. There.
Whoa, dude, you could have passed it to us, man.
It's okay. The car will phone.
All right, fine.
It's just a box.
All right, but that being said, there's no defending the singing number in Jabba's Palace. Like, that was so fucking silly.
I honestly just kind of ignored
That was
it.
stupid.
It was silly and I loved it, but I get
That
the
was
silliness.
So
Okay.
that aside, though, if that was the movie that you least like of the original trilogy, which one do you like the most? Though?
Okay.
None.
Let's actually get to the middle first. Let's get to the middle one where we thought it was good.
Like it's fine, whatever.
No.
No, go on.
All right, let's get to our to the favorite of the trilogy.
Oh, I already got there.
All right, give me just a second. Hang on, Angel. Keep yours hidden. We gotta let everyone else get a chance.
You better now that the aura is gone.
We'll see.
I'm emanating negative vibes in your direction now, just for that. Can't believe you made me do this.
Listen, I have dander in my eyes, so my eyes are watering up, okay?
All
Sucks
right.
to be you.
3, 2, 1. There we go. Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Let me see. None, of course.
You girls are still like, you could have kept the nun from earlier, you know that?
No, we said all.
Oh,
Yeah.
God dang it.
We say our least favorite's all, and then our favorite is none.
I love The Empire Strikes Back was absolutely amazing.
It is
Again, they're
fantastic.
decent. It's just we
We
can't.
don't particularly
It's
care
not
for
decent enough to have a favorite. So
Okay, no worries. But let's go ahead and talk about why Empire Strikes Back is is our favorite of the trilogy, and we all have our different opinions. But
Almost everyone under the sun, though, says either Empire Strikes Back or like Revenge of the Sith are like the greatest one of all time.
Ewoks had to grow me.
That's the thing, but go on.
Well, man.
yeah, I know. In my case, I felt like it did everything that the first movie did, A New Hope, and I feel like they cranked it up to a whole different level with the Battle of Hoth and how Luke Skywalker went on this separate journey to learn to be a Jedi from Master Yoda. That was such a cool story arc. And of course, we also followed along the stories of Han Solo and Princess Leia and all the other friends trying to, not die and hide in the asteroid field while they're still trying to fix the Millennium Falcon. That was like a huge hot
Our
mess.
car's busted down. Let's hide over here.
I do have to say, the hiding inside of was a little.
Yeah, the asteroid monster.
No. On Hoth.
Oh, on Hoth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
the
Wampa.
No, Tauntaun.
Tauntaun.
That was
yeah,
okay.
That was
Xeiana, Dragonfang, it's okay. Tauntauns, they only smell they only smell bad on the inside, not on the outside.
okay. So does that mean that you want to crawl up inside one?
Actually, the best part is because of the incredibly freezing temperatures, Luke actually wasn't able to smell anything.
Oh, I know. It's just you can still feel it.
Oh, well.
You can feel the sliminess.
I'll deal with the slimy over feeling frostbite. I'm good.
And dead.
And of course, just like someone pointed out on the live chat, Lando Calrissian is a pretty cool dude.
Personally,
Yes, he
the
is.
reason why I liked The Empire Strikes Back so much is because the bad guys won. And you gotta understand, for my young mind, that was one of the first sci-fi movies I ever watched. And it genuinely ended in a very bittersweet note when you think about it. I'm not just talking
We
about...
survived, but we lost our friend, and I got my hand chopped off.
I'm not just talking about the dramatic reveal of not just I am your father. Like, you realize that your dad is basically super space Hitler. That is incredibly fucked up. There's the fact that Luke loses. Like, okay, we knew there was going to be another movie at the moment, but I didn't knew that. So from my point of view, I'm like, oh, that's the sequel? Holy shit, that was amazing. Luke goes to the fight, has all these reveals dropped on him, loses a hand, loses the fight, nearly dies, gets rescued by his friends, finds out that he kissed his sister. That part got really awkward. Point in case is, the movie ends in a position of, okay, bro, we replaced it with a prosthetic, we still have a hope to survive, we can still make it, but... when you look at the whole movie overall, it really is the Empire reminding the Rebellion, this is why we ruled the galaxy for hundreds of years.
All right.
It turns out it wasn't hundreds of years. Now, Angel, it wasn't
the Empire again.
19, maybe 20 years.
Okay, there is a reason we lasted for 2 decades.
All right, Juancho?
Okay. It really was, for me, like the nice little dialogues that you get of Luke's training and how you actually have the theme of, like, he still feels he's ready. Like, he feels like he's got what it takes to take down the bad guys.
The arrogance
and Yoda was like, ready, are you?
Ready,
What the hell do you
ass is
know?
not.
Like, what the hell do you know of being ready? I've been training Jedi for 800 years. I'll tell you when you're fucking ready.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my dad.
Shut up! Shut up! The grown-up is talking.
No.
I've been watching you your whole life. All right? All your life, you've been looking off to the future, to the horizon. You never had your mind on where you were, huh? What you were doing. Adventure. Excitement. A Jedi craves not these things. You are reckless.
And I like that. Yoda actually gives a verbal smackdown to Luke Skywalker. He brings him down to earth.
He basically says, like, listen, you got by bullshitting your way into figuring out the Force for 3 years.
Pretty
without
impressive.
me, without Obi-Wan fucking training you because his ass had to go and die. Now,
Oops.
I'm gonna teach you, by the way, this is bigger than anything you could imagine. This isn't about you becoming a big war hero. This isn't about you becoming the center of attention. No, motherfucker! There are higher stakes! There are lives on the line!
What if I do it anyway?
Listen, your ass ain't ready. You cannot go and go off on that cockeyed
And
vision.
then he did.
Listen to me carefully. All right. Listen, you can't. Like you must complete the training. But Han and Leia will die if I don't. You don't know that.
Yes,
Even
I do.
Yoda can't see into the future. But I can help them. I feel the Force, but you can't control it yet.
But yet-
this is a dangerous time for you when you will be tempted by the dark side of the Force. Yeah, motherfucker! You listen to Obi-Wan, bitch!
Yeah, no. Those pieces of dialogue are
Ready,
awesome.
your ass is not.
But-
Well, I am, though. No, wait, you idiot.
No, you literally are not ready. And what's his face? Fucking like as Luke is firing up his X-wing leaves, and Yoda's like Vader is strong as hell. Pay attention to what I fucking taught you.
All right,
It'll keep you
Xeiana,
from
Dragon
dying.
Train, come on.
What?
Nah.
You ain't been dressed down by a 900-year-old frogman? Have you? I have!
Have you had frog legs?
I just imagine.
It's horrible!
I just imagine the part where Luke returns to the swamp with the artificial
A
hand.
year later.
A year later, and Yoda just goes,
Oh, no.
told you I did.
No.
Did I not?
No.
Hang on.
No, he didn't. Not in that way. If you remember, even in Return of the Jedi, if that wasn't Yoda didn't fucking scold him on that. And, what do you call it? And what's his face? Luke was trying to even apologize for running away when he was like, "No, Yoda, you were right. I wasn't ready." What was it that Yoda said for there?
A Jedi strength flow.
No. Before that.
Oh no! It was unfortunate that you rushed to face him.
Oh yeah, it was unfortunate that you had to learn that he's your father. It's unfortunate that I didn't know the truth. No, it's unfortunate that you rushed to face him. That incomplete was your training.
You
that
weren't ready
not ready for the burden were you.
You gotta lift more rocks.
No, listen, you got to get your head on straight before you could handle this shit. He threw that at your face to throw you off.
Specifically to give you emotional damage.
Exactly. The training of a Jedi is not for the faint of heart.
And it's not just about the body and being able to move rocks and shit. It's about heart. It's about mind over matter. It's about belief, and it's about heart.
Master Yoda, are you saying that the answer was the heart? The heart. The heart. The heart it was.
The heart.
Oh my goodness.
Peace out, Luke.
And you want to, Vader did do that in order to inflict emotional damage.
Yeah.
But
join me, and together we can get for the
But
Whistler.
no, the father and son bit, I'm your father. Except one thing, Luke threw emotional damage right back. You're gonna need alcohol for that.
Well, so far the paper towels are working.
No,
It works.
for angels.
Oh yeah.
Not angels, Mike. Not angels.
He gave him emotional damage back.
Yeah, this one.
Guys, Luke gave Vader emotional damage back by choosing. He didn't know he was going to survive what he did.
Yeah, he let go.
He chose to die rather than join.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
in Return of the Jedi. Okay,
That was
that's
so heavy.
Join
So
me.
not
No.
only did his wife die, but now his child chooses to die.
His child is choosing to die.
To die.
Oh no, it's okay. They will
Like
die.
if you're Darth Vader,
Don't worry,
then
they will
Darth
die.
Vader
I'll finish
is
it
my
later.
enemy. I am a Jedi, and if
I don't
I
care
am
if
not
it's
my
my father.
But can you imagine this? Like, my wife chose to die because of me, and now my son chooses to die because of me.
Meanwhile, Darth Sidious in the back going, skill issue.
All right, now let's go ahead and move on to the prequel trilogy. That is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, and Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
AKA the best.
We're gonna
You
start.
can tell my prejudice.
All right, we're gonna start by writing down our least favorite of the prequel trilogy. All right, let's hold our answers until everyone has theirs ready. All right.
Where'd my marker go? I don't have a fucking marker.
Hang on, I'll lend you mine.
need me to? It needs to be bigger because I write small.
Hold your answer.
Stop.
Wancho, here, borrow mine. It's okay. Here.
Yeah. Come on.
All right. Let's keep our answers hidden.
I will say this was hard because I kind of liked all of them.
I know.
Hang on.
All right. Oh. All right. Now.
Hang on.
All right. We're ready. All right. 3, 2, 1. Least favorite? All right. I got the Phantom Menace. 1.
Phantom Menace.
And Angel has Attack of the Clones. Okay.
Clones and shit, and the girls have Revenge of the Sith? Really? How come?
Revenge
Well,
of the
again,
Sith. Okay, I wanna hear this.
no.
This is interesting.
No, there is a reason. Like I said, I would have said none. Though, and there's just one reason.
What's that?
That's the only one you've seen?
No.
No.
Okay, good. Sorry, my bad.
Remember, we've seen
All
of the prequels. Yes.
Okay, cool.
The reason is like, oh my, I'm sorry, Anakin.
Oh.
Anakin. That's the only fucking reason why. Okay. It's also because it was real. A lot of really cool fights.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. Like I said,
increasingly worse as the movie progressed, and you're like,
and also, how the fuck did no one fucking know? I'm sorry. How did no one fucking know?
Finally,
That they were married?
You're just actually.
Well, for one,
looking.
yeah, no one knew they were fucking married. Fucking obvious.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone was very oblivious at that point.
Finally, my evil plans of
And
doing
also,
evil things
how
will
did
come to a
no
breaking
one-
cancer. Are you okay? Yeah.
How did no one notice
That he was falling to the dark side. Ah!
It was so obvious in his steps.
Yeah, how did his wife? Yeah.
You mean his wife, who wasn't there
Oblivious.
for the majority of the psychological turmoil that he was going through?
Listen. She had to have known something was up,
Yeah.
and you know what? She did not do. Talk to him. Yeah.
I know.
Communication.
All right.
No, but again,
I think that's the biggest reason why we don't like Revenge of the
But
Sith,
other than
because
that,
of the
we did.
massive communication issues.
But
Listen, I understand that Palpatine was trying to isolate Anakin, but there was nothing stopping him from just picking up the phone and talking to his wife. I'm just
yeah, no, I know. But other than that, we still really did enjoy Revenge of the Sith. It's just we had to actually pick one.
No, it's okay.
So-
Now, Angel, you picked Attack of the Clones. I want to know why.
To be honest, I felt like it dragged up for too long. I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to set up the events.
They were trying to build up.
the fall of the Republic, the creation of the clone troopers, but I gotta be honest with you, halfway through I stopped paying attention because it felt like the story was being pulled in several directions at once, and then it ended on that big fuck all fight in the Colosseum, which was immediately pretty cool. And while I do enjoy seeing Count Dooku school some motherfuckers with proper fencing technique, like I said, the story felt like it was trying to explain too much. You know, it was trying to, I understand the exposition was important, but there was almost too much of it, and as a result, about the first 70% of the movie, I can barely remember because.
Oh, I get
That's
it. Too much-
also
too much
why.
info
That's
coming.
also why they had to do the animated series because there was
Yeah.
just so much information.
So it was telling you, not
It
showing
was
you.
telling and not showing as much. Let me put it this way. There was that part where Obi-Wan visits the clone factory and he meets the really tall, skinny giraffe alien lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
pretty.
Wood.
Tanwi.
Yes.
Very
In
pretty.
cases, they spent like half an hour explaining the whole process. They could have shortened that out to just a couple of scenes.
They
of
could.
showing
I
what
will
they're
agree
doing.
with that. Yeah, they could have
They
shortened
could've
it up.
cut that
Yeah.
down.
There was too
like
much
50%.
talking. There was like 3 scenes of the architect blabbing at Neo, basically.
No, like he was the prime minister of the planet. He was basically saying, like, okay, number one, we've got these babies set up with growth acceleration so that we can grow them at twice the rate, at twice the speed as of normal humans. So you mean all these adults that look like they're only 10 years old?
Yep.
Here's a question: couldn't it be easy to just build drones? The Empire builds.
Oh
drones
yeah,
by
well,
the
you see,
bajillion.
here's the thing. Clones can think creatively. They're much more independent-minded, and they can actually plan and strategize. There, you find that they will be immensely superior.
They
to
can
you.
make split-second decisions on the fly and
battle droids.
Yeah, they can't.
I just
They're
love
like,
the look on Obi's
processing.
face when he's leaving, and he looks incredibly uncomfortable. It's like, these are child soldiers. We are employing child.
Yes.
Are we really doing this?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Listen, there is no child labor in
Yeah.
No,
space.
even worse when you have the little beauty shot with the Prime Minister and Obi-Wan looking at the clones from that balcony. Magnificent, aren't they? And you see Obi-Wan's
looks
looking
like
at the
the-
Yeah.
Obi-Wan's looking
You,
like,
you do realize they were also training the Padawans to be child soldiers too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Which they were never
If you
supposed
think
to.
about
That's
it.
because they stupid
Because they're
war.
not supposed to be
soldiers.
soldiers at all.
But the fights between Obi-Wan and Jango Fett. Those
Oh
were
no,
cool.
That was
Oh,
fun.
yeah. I
great.
love that.
I
fight.
love
Oh, that was so fun. My favorite little part of that fight. One of my favorite little freaking parts. Okay, is okay. Tell me you see this. Obi-Wan's reaching for his lightsaber out with the Force.
Yeah.
Jango is
the-
flying off and he uses the whipcord and pulls Obi-Wan's hands together. And just before he's being pulled away, you see his lightsaber flying past him like, oh, that ain't good. Oh, fuck! It's
That
fucking
was-
hysterical.
That was pretty fun. But yeah, like
Look-
I said, the fights are cool. I just wish I could remember what happened in between the fights. Because most of it was just kind of a blur of a lot of people talking about a lot of politics.
There's too much talking!
There's too much blab and not enough show.
Not enough lightsaber.
Exactly.
All right.
That being said, though, it was nice to see Yoda actually step up to the plate and start swinging.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, me and Juan, we both picked the Phantom Menace. For my case, number one, yeah, with what Angel said, there is far too much talking in some of the scenes. And number two, I'm sorry, I hate Jar Jar Binks. I really don't like Jar Jar Binks.
Understandable.
Oh my God!
Where's my right?
God, he was
All right,
so.
I can say
Where's your
this.
orange-
I can say
Here it
this.
is.
Anyone else could replace Jar Jar Binks in there.
No,
It would be fine.
Yeah, no, but listen.
But who else could they have gotten as like a useful idiot for that situation?
And listen, I am not.
That was
I want to make this 100%
Someone less
clear.
annoying.
I am not knocking on the actor Ahmed Best. He did. He was the one behind the character.
It's the
He
character
did very
that
well.
you don't like.
We just hate the character.
I just don't like the character.
Okay,
And that's the difference.
Ugh.
Okay, and my take on it is, okay, the pod race, awesome. The battle scenes, awesome. The duel of the fates,
Oh yes!
I love it.
I love it! I'm like dun 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 dun.
But go on, Juan.
but like Jose was saying, the bits where we had to get to the part A's and part B for these, it felt draggy.
I
It
was
felt
gonna say
draggy.
it dragged on too much.
A bit. But other than that, overall, as far as the story goes, no issue. But since we're going least favorite to most favorite, then that's what we're going to go for there.
And now
For our
Most
favorite,
favorite-
our most favorite.
I already have my written down.
of the prequel trilogy. All right, let's all write it down.
Just waiting on you boys. We already got done.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
All right, let's keep ours.
You can't blame me
hidden.
this time.
Yes. Wait.
Bless you.
Love it. Bless you very much. Bless you.
Fucking Christ!
Smack him for me.
Ow.
All right.
Bless you.
Bless
Wow.
you.
Wow, it smells really good in here, actually. What is she making?
Food.
Cheeseburger mac.
Mac and cheese. Mac
Yeah.
and cheese.
All right, here we go. Everyone,
Yes.
3, 2, 1. Ah! Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. And we got.
Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones.
All right.
Okay, so your top favorite is Phantom Menace.
Yes.
All right.
Bless
Bless
you.
you.
Okay, Okay, let's hear Angel first. Why the Phantom Menace?
Surprisingly, I did not hate Jar Jar. In fact, I have absolutely no problem with Jar Jar at all. He was a little annoying, but ultimately he was fairly harmless. He was basically a goofball that was there.
And he also served a story purpose too.
did
He
serve
wasn't
the story
just
purpose.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
honestly, the reason why I do like it is because it feels like a traditional hero story.
Yeah.
The one thing that I did hate it was that stupid midichlorian talk, but let's be honest, everybody did, which is why nobody ever brings it up again, so we can safely ignore
everyone
that.
brings it up again. As a matter of fact, it has been ingrained into the canon to the point where it's actually helpful.
That's good. I choose to ignore that.
Bless you.
So, I liked it because it genuinely felt like a proper hero's journey for all of the main characters involved. Young Obi-Wan and young Anakin, slowly growing out of their world, learning about this place, how the different environments are worlds and races, the pod racing, as you said, the constant fighting, the small little hints of the most sinister political maneuvering that is happening in the background.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon Jinn, our boy.
Cool.
Fantastic job by Liam Neeson on that one. And ironically, if you were to introduce anybody to Star Wars, I would choose that as the movie. Believe it or not.
Okay.
Because it shows you so much about this world. It shows you the cool shit about the Jedi. And you know what was the coolest moment to me? The one that made me go, shit, it was about to get real?
What?
When Qui-Gon Jinn started to fight
Darth Maul.
Yep.
and he wasn't winning immediately.
Oh,
You gotta understand, up to this
yeah.
point in the movie, whenever Qui-Gon Jinn steps up to the plate, everything fucking dies in front of him. This is the first guy that you realize,
So
there's a challenge.
So when he fights him on Tatooine.
yeah, that
That's a
little
challenge.
moment before he jumps to the ship and goes, yeah, no, he was gonna beat me. I'm like,
I agree with Angel on favorite.
Yeah.
Mine is actually Jake Lloyd.
really?
Young Anakin.
He pulled off the perfect, I know I need to do this, but I'm scared. I'm a little kid.
Good child acting.
I'm a kid who came from a very bad situation. I'm scared of going into another one, but I know it's going to make things better. I'm going to miss my mom. All the things you'd expect a kid
A child.
in that
Also.
situation to do.
Aside from that, I'd like to show that it also shows us how different the galaxy is and how not rosy colored things are before the Empire. Listen, Jar Jar must have been annoying, but his own race kicked him out of the city just for being annoying. That is insane. And also, Anakin is a precocious, adorable child trying to give a better life to
It's
his
the
own.
only time I've ever really liked
He's
Anakin.
also a child being thrown into a race where people drive at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and death seems to be a common and continuous occurrence.
And he wants to do it.
And no one bats an eye. Not even Qui-Gon Jinn and Qui-Gon Jinn and Mortal Kombat Man and Obi-Wan who are there. Yeah, no, this shit just happens here. Because they know that they cannot just enforce the law in a planet where there is barely any law to begin with.
I'm sorry, I'm personal bias. I like the pod racing.
The pod racing is fucking
pod
great.
racing was
Pod racing
amazing.
is awesome.
The point is to highlight that in this planet, there is planets where there is barely any law, barely any order, and that is exactly what you expect of a galaxy far away. Places that are so different
not all
as to
sunshine
seem
and rainbows.
insane and alien to the likes of us. That planet still basically uses slavery.
Yes.
Yes.
And there's nothing nobody can do about it. At no point in the movie, someone goes, maybe we should stop all the slavery because
No,
they can't.
no. What's her face when they're when in the little scene when they're introduced to Anakin's mom and they're having food around the table and what's her face?
She makes it
Padme.
clear that-
Yeah, Padme was the one he was bringing. Like I don't understand. I can't believe there's still slavery going around. The Republic's anti-slavery laws. The Republic doesn't exist out here.
Yeah.
We have to fend for ourselves.
That's good. Cultural clash.
Yes.
That I like.
It's
That's
like
why I
the
like the movie.
Republic's reach doesn't reach Tatooine.
Exactly. And while the climatic duel of, the
the
final
duel
movie,
of the fates.
No, not that one.
Oh.
The other one between Obi and Anakin at the end of the third movie.
Oh,
I get what
we'll
you're
get to
saying.
Revenge of the
Yeah, no,
Sith.
I
While
get what
that
you're
one is
saying.
still on my high tier list, this movie in general feels like a genuinely perfect introduction to the world of Star Wars.
No, I get what you're saying. Apart from Qui-Gon Jinn, this whole thing in Tatooine was a huge eye-opener for Padme. And conversely, Anakin going outside of Tatooine to different worlds is a huge eye-opener for him.
And it is also the growth of Obi-Wan from a rash and somewhat hot-headed youth to
Not
a
even
more
hot-headed, just argumentative.
argumentative
Yes.
youth to a more calm,
Stubborn
more
rat.
more
Hotter.
enlightened
Hotter.
person.
Hotter.
All right.
He legitimately, the way he talked about Anakin, like, why do I get the feeling that we somehow brought about another pathetic life form?
Yeah, like that is a Jedi calling you a fucking parasite.
Calling you a scrub!
That
No, you
think
trash.
that
Please,
also
you trash.
highlights the arrogance of the Jedi because the Jedi are powerful. Even if they mean well, people with power are not immune to that, no matter
Hubris.
how well they mean.
Hubris.
So yeah, that was both the growing journey of Anakin. It was the growing journey of Obi-Wan, and it was the climax of Qui-Gon Jinn's journey.
Okay, fair enough.
And that man took his death with some grace.
Now,
Oh, yeah.
now, Dragon Fang and Xeiana Rose, you both selected Attack of the Clones. Go for it.
We are very, very biased.
I think we went to see it in theaters
Three.
five
No.
times.
It was Revenge of the Sith. We saw it 5 times,
5 times.
but then we started falling asleep at that one. We saw Clone
Clone
Attack.
Wars 3 times.
Well, Attack of Clones like 3
3
times.
times. In a row.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
In a row.
Okay.
Let me guess, Hunky Hayden Christensen. Hunky Obi-Wan.
But also
All
it's
the
because we love the clones. That's why we love the anime series so
And
much.
Cody and Rex.
Yes. But
Well, y'all have Tamara Morrison to thank for all of that.
see,
And D.
it
Bradley
was
Baker in the clothes.
like I was always hit or miss with Padme, but in this one she actually was kick ass, which was
Actually
really
a
fun.
badass. She
Oh,
actually
yeah.
was a badass.
I'm sorry.
Especially during the Coliseum.
Yeah, she was the only one who fucking was trying to
she
do
was
something.
using her
Everyone's
brain.
like, what, Master,
using
what do we
her
do? And they're like, where'd she go? And she's halfway up.
Going? Yeah, she
She
was
seems
the
to be on
one
top
that
of
actually
things.
had a brain.
She's already on top of this shit. We're gonna keep
Yeah.
our cool because we're gonna figure this out for our escape. She's already working on it because she
Yeah.
doesn't have Jedi powers. So she's trying to get to the high ground. Anakin, remember the high ground.
Yeah, and see, she was like, well, I'm not just gonna sit around it. Yeah, no, bye, boys.
And especially that scene where she's on the conveyor belt and
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, in the
that
Glytch factory.
and she got
was
stuck.
amazing.
She was using her brain to get herself out of
The
that
amount
situation.
of money they spent on all that CGI must have been astronomical. They
Fun
were
fact.
flexing.
Fun fact. The sequence of just filming them in the droid factory, all that, 100% blue screen. They
Yep.
filmed it in a single fucking day.
Yeah.
Jesus
And,
Christ.
and
One-
Sis and I actually watched the behind the scenes of how they
It
were
was
like,
so cool. They're like, okay, just do whatever you want and just like roll and all this stuff, and we'll just do everything around you.
That is so cool.
Juan has the DVD of Attack of the Clones, and he can
I have
attest
the
to it. He's
DVDs of all
watched
of them.
all the behind-the-scenes stuff.
oh yeah.
I have the
And-
of all
And
of
it was freaking amazing.
And it's a fact that we actually got to see the other Jedi.
yes.
Yeah,
More
the other
Jedi
Jedi in
Normally
action.
you didn't really get to see.
Yeah, and the only
a
time you
lot.
can really see them is in the animated series.
It was nice to see them actually step out and start kicking some ass for a change.
And Ayla,
Ayla Secura.
oh
That'd be the
my love!
Twi'lek.
And
I love her.
Kit Fisto.
It was also the
Kit Fisto.
debut of Samuel Jackson's purple ass and badass motherfucker.
Yes.
Yes! Damn, he annihilated
Xeiana-
Jango Fett.
Say it with me here.
Purple.
This party's over.
I am tired of this insist on this
Also, purple superiority.
And I also
Alright.
have to say the fight scene between Jango Fett and Obi-Wan.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
so
pretty
cool.
That was really
In
good.
the rain.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
I liked it.
Good
All
shit.
right.
And how Obi-Wan was getting his ass kicked.
It's like, oh shit, this guy's good. Oh shit, this guy was training the clones, and this guy's giving me trouble. Oh my god, we have a problem.
We got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We have a problem. This is a fucking problem.
It showed you that, hey, maybe Jedis
are not all powerful they think they are.
You know, as it seems.
That is true. Now, Juan and I have selected Revenge of the Sith. I thought that movie was amazing. It was a great movie to finally wrap everything up in a bow. The finalization of the entire Star Wars saga, where we finally see Anakin Skywalker become Darth Vader. It was
Bitch boy.
Yeah,
He was
it
a
was
big boy.
so good. It was such a good finish to at the time before, we got the newer movies. I thought that was a great way of finishing up the entire Star Wars story. I liked the opening battles above Coruscant and the
The way it started.
the way it started was just
The way it started. No.
Insane space battle.
yeah, the most insane space battle, and it was so good.
I do have to say that the space battles
Dun,
of Star Wars are so cool.
And also, I'm not gonna lie,
Just the two Jedi starfighters of Anakin and Obi-Wan, flying past the Republic cruiser, and
And
it's
then
just
the camera slowly pans
they
up
come
and you
down,
can see
and you see
Bedlam! Everyone is getting wrecked.
Dun,
It was
dun,
so good. And of course, I enjoyed Anakin Skywalker's descent into madness,
course you
descent
did,
into
because
the
you're
dark
fucking
side,
nutbag.
as he embraces the dark side under the tutelage of Palpatine, and then he goes over.
you
to
like
He
seeing
was
the
brainwashed.
So you like seeing a 23-year-old boy getting brainwashed and groomed by an old man?
And kill.
Oh yeah, he was groomed.
Yeah, whatever. Go ahead.
Listen,
Put words in my
those
mouth.
children
Wait.
had it coming, all right?
What the fucking?
So
They
you
were
support
flexing
him
their
killing
orphans.
all those poor younglings?
Yeah.
Oh my God, are we really doing this?
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
every single one of those kids.
What
he
did
killed
they
some of the
ever
shitty
do to
people.
him?
Yeah, what did they do?
Okay, I'll tell you what they did to him. With the power of the dark side, he saw into the future. And he realized every single one of those kids was going to become another Disney Plus series nobody was going to watch. He was doing them a favor.
Listen.
I see
Those
the
kids
future.
did
It has
nothing
mouse
wrong.
ears.
They did nothing wrong.
No, and it didn't stop there.
That was a mercy
Anakin
kill.
goes over to the Mustafar planet and kills all those separatists. He goes full murk.
Okay, wait,
on
tell me
them.
again, why did he kill the guys on Mustafar planet?
To
Those
end
were
with
the leaders
yeah.
of the Separatist army. They were the
was-
ones who
Yeah.
were behind Dooku and Grievous.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay, so they deserve to go, though.
Yes.
So essentially, Obi-Wan is like,
So Jose likes watching people be murdered,
Hey,
Yep.
the
got
battle
on
of the
camera.
heroes.
and he likes watching children being murdered. Apparently,
fuck yeah.
Listen, Anakin versus Obi-Wan.
judging.
That was
It was
amazing.
a good fight. Yes.
It was a great fight. It was emotional. It was
then
hard.
And he forgot about
It
the
was
high ground.
And then in the end, Anakin got emotional damage.
And yes,
and a lot of physical damage.
Mostly physical damage.
and I also,
And also emotional damage.
and I also enjoyed the fight between Yoda and Palpatine in the Senate
It
room.
was nice to see the little bring man fight the really wrinkly man.
Yeah, like
Mainly
when the Wrinkly
because-
Man is throwing the Senate at him.
Mostly because what's the name of the actor for Palpatine again?
Ian McDermott.
Ian McDermott.
Okay, first off, I fucking love Ian McDermott. He's an amazingly charming fellow, very educated gentleman. But you could tell that this is a classically trained actor who was being told, okay, you're going to go completely ape shit here. Just go full ham. I want to see mad laughter, screaming, cackling, wild. All that shit they taught you not to do in theater school, do it now.
I am the
And
Senate.
I'm also going to say this right now.
I am the Senate.
At the time,
Yet.
At the time, Juan purchased the original soundtrack of Revenge of the Sith, and that is my favorite soundtrack out of the entire series.
Unlimited.
We also have to say, like, just all
the
of
music for
the
the Star Wars
music for Star Wars amazing.
They went hard.
Every
Okay.
single
right.
Star Wars film has produced some of the best music.
Oh, I can talk now. Cool. So, yeah,
Be sarcastic.
never. I will always be
He
sarcastic.
always will.
Yes.
You have to understand. It's pettiness is a part
Sarcasm
in my
is his
DNA.
first name.
Pettiness is a path to the dark side.
Okay, so for me, it was like it really was watching the degradation of Anakin's relationships with everyone that caught me, and I was watching the whole thing. I remember seeing it alone in a movie theater. The only time that I ever got to see it in theaters, and I could see everything of like, yeah, No, I understand why anyone who was in Anakin's position would make the same stupid-ass mistakes he did. It's stupid-ass because we know from the benefit of hindsight of the original trilogy, but he doesn't know that shit at the time. Any one of
You
us
want
could
to
have
smack him?
Yeah.
Yes,
basically
we want to
being
smack
told.
you, idiot! You stupid boy! You stupid boy! Stop
this
it!
way.
Stop it now!
Talk to your fucking wife. Go to
Consider-
therapy.
Talk to people.
Star Wars does have therapy, right?
No.
Go to therapy.
The Republic's reach doesn't go to the Republic. So, okay, no, here's the deal with Anakin. When you look at it from his point of view, Anakin began his life as a slave. Basically, nothing more than a child destined to die in a dusty piss hole where dreams go die. No, not Jakku, the other one. And he's basically been told, my dude, you have powers that can make things change. You have the power to literally give yourself a better life. He goes to Jedi Academy. He trains. He understands this power.
He learns by Obi-Wan's side.
He learns by Obi-Wan's side. He goes to the Clone Wars, and that's the entire TV series. And then, at the height of his power, he's told that not only is he not good enough to be a Jedi Master, he's being told that he cannot save his own mom. The person he did all of this for in the first place.
Well, you mean his wife?
No, his mom.
No, that was in episode 2.
Yeah.
No, he couldn't save her back then.
Yeah,
You're
that's
talking
the
about-
beginning. It starts to build from there. The one person you did all of this, fucking dead. Nothing you could do. And now you're being told that your wife can... You're basically telling the man with power, there's nothing you can do. And this man is...
There's nothing I can't do!
Yeah, and this dude is 23, emotionally unstable, and has a laser sword. Shit is gonna go bad no matter what happens.
Also, I mean, yeah, it was kind of the Jedi Council's fault because if anyone keeps putting you down, you're gonna start having you're gonna
Secondary
start getting
thoughts.
Don't
really.
forget that part in the animated series where he gets the visions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means that from the beginning, he's already harboring dark doubts about himself. Let's be honest, when you're at that age, the one thing you have more than anything is doubts about
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
Even if you have power, especially
But
if
it's
you
the
have
fact
power.
that people are saying you're not good enough. You're not good enough. No matter what you do, you're not good enough. That's negatively gonna
And the
affect
worst
you.
part is,
It's gonna
though,
eat away at you.
they keep being proven right.
Yeah.
Because the second they tell him you're not good enough, he finds out his mom dies. Then they tell him he's not good enough, the war fucking explodes, and he's separated from his teacher. Then the war keeps going, he keeps being told, not good enough, and then he finds out his wife is about to,
All right.
there is no escape.
All right. Wancho?
Okay, I actually wanted us to check out what we got in the chat before we continued. We have what was the name of it? She's back. Hey, my loves, how are you? How are you? So something strange happened as I was putting my daughter to bed for the evening. I've been missing my dad, and I asked him to watch over me during my pregnancy with my second child. And I swear I could feel my dad say everything's gonna be okay. Do you guys think I imagined it, or did my dad let me know he was watching over me?
Definitely visited. Yep.
I also see Star Wars as a cautionary tale when government gets too much power.
I mean, point in case.
Yes.
Look what's going on right now.
Yeah, and
much power in
KStorm
one
is
man.
telling you, yes, that was your father visiting you, telling you it's going to be all right.
Also, why did we took the peaceful monks and try to tell... Oh, because they have power, that's why.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, no. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the Skywalker saga, the sequel.
You mean the sequel trilogy?
the sequel trilogies, the newer movies.
AKA the one that everyone right now is saying are the worst of all time, when 10 years ago, the worst of all time were the prequels. And 15 years before that, the worst of all time was Return of the Jedi, and the one before that was The Empire Strikes Back, and 3 years before that, Star Wars was the greatest thing ever and should never have been done.
Why are
anything ever.
fandoms like this?
It is
No,
the-
just Star Wars, because
they
they're
are.
fucking stupid!
No, I'm pretty sure they were
All
right.
right.
Also, don't
yeah, you
forget,
go ahead and write
it is the
first.
year 1978. The first Star Wars movie gets made.
77.
It is the worst Star Wars movie ever made.
Okay, but can we just say, for everyone, Sis and I have only seen the first one, so
Okay, then you know.
So
It's
yeah,
Alright.
gonna be.
yeah. Sorry, it's gonna be.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so
We
we're
appreciate you joining us all the same.
Worst first.
favorite worst.
Yeah, we're doing our least favorite first.
doing NA because
All right. What? Yeah. All right. Thank you.
I didn't care for anything.
I'm staying out of this one.
Oh, really? How come, honey? Hang on, KStorm's got a...
I am staying out of this one because fangirl.
Of course.
All right. Everyone have everything written? Good.
Hold on.
No.
Let me fix the camera. Okay.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and Rise of Skywalker. Wow!
For the first time, we agree on something over
Yeah.
here. Rises.
Which one was
That's
that?
the last one.
The last one.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay,
We can all agree that of all three of them, that is the most flawed one of them all.
Okay, can Sis and I just say why we? I mean, at least what we maybe disliked about the first one, the only one that we've seen.
About Force Awakens.
Okay.
Yeah. The fact that we all thought that who was
Finn.
that Finn was supposed to be an act, he had the lightsaber, he was supposed to be use the lightsaber, and then he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh no, he did.
Oh, again, it was the bait and switch.
It was
Yeah.
a bait and switch.
He
That
did
we
a
all
big
thought
basket.
that's he was actually gonna have more of a thing with that and nothing.
And it didn't really.
That it was actually very disappointing when we watched it all. We're like, what? We thought that this was gonna be this.
Dragged on.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you think that? Oh boy.
All right.
Yeah,
no, I
so-
understand.
All right.
So Rise of Skywalker.
Let's begin
Damn.
with this. I would like Juan to begin with this.
Yeah, let's
because
let Juan lead
He
first.
has one of the most nuanced takes on this matter. Tell me, why did you not enjoy Rise of the Skywalker as much?
The Rise of Skywalker, very simple. 10 seconds. We're in a new place. 10 seconds, new place. 10 seconds, new place. 10 seconds.
Yeah, that would be stupid.
Can we stand for 5
Stop!
minutes?
No. We have to go to another place. Another place.
For what another place?
Another place. Another
At least get some.
No. Another place.
Can we stop for
No.
gas?
Plot. No.
But wait, I don't know what's happening.
Fast. No. Stop.
Can we stop for
No.
5 seconds for
No,
gas?
we're not allowed to stop.
Shit.
The pacing.
We can't stop. One facing. We can't face. There's only one place.
Can I at least
So
get
we're
some
leaving-
McDonald's?
No time.
Maybe like a-
No. There's no time for that. We have to still go. We have to go.
Fast forwarding.
Can I
too
please
much.
have some McDonald's, maybe?
No, we don't have a franchise deal with McDonald's this time.
Ah,
So
Actually,
they-
yes, we
they
do.
just
You're
went
just not
everywhere,
Like,
Damn.
basically, gotta go
like
fast.
this?
Gotta go fast.
They were just going like Sonic.
Gotta go fast.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Okay, yeah,
Starts
no.
you off and it's jarring.
Okay, so that would be very annoying. Yes. Yes.
Okay, listen, J.J. Abrams, my man, my brother in Christ. Wait, he's Jewish, right?
I think so.
My brother in Moses,
Shalom.
brother in God, in Yahweh, Yehovah, Allah, whatever.
Yuhabak.
I said Yahweh, Yehovah,
Oh my God.
Allah. I've said a whole bunch of
can't believe
different
we're
names for the
spending time
same God.
Spending time with
Like,
people.
give me a fucking break.
No, we don't. We use Yuhabak, Lord of all Quincy.
All right, go.
Angel.
Shit, just get on it, dude.
Ow. Shit, ow.
Okay, look, JJ, buddy. Let your scenes breathe.
Please.
No.
I'm
Gotta go fast.
begging
Gotta
you.
go fast.
I'm begging you. Yes, I know. One of the fucking jokes that was made while they were making the original Star Wars was that George Lucas's. I'm not sorry. That George Lucas's main direction to the actors is go with more go with more speed and with more intensity. Okay. Apparently,
Didn't mean literally.
J.J. Abrams took that part literally.
Yeah.
No.
There is a lot of stuff that just happens. Characters barely have time to even talk about them, and something else happens immediately.
Yeah, no, it's really
like
bad.
to
Like,
That's a pacing issue that I was terrified about.
wasn't that pacing issue also like prevalent in when he did the reboot Star Trek movies?
Not really. No,
Not
at
as
least
much.
with the Star Trek movies that he did. At least you had the scenes actually breathe in there.
Yeah, he
The
did well
problem
with that.
was too much lens flare up in your fucking eyeball.
Oh,
my
wait,
God.
there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
Listen,
Oh,
once upon a time,
No, not in the Star Wars movie. He was talking about Star
okay.
Trek.
people
Okay,
Lens
became
flare
obsessed
everywhere.
with natural
No,
light.
No.
no,
Let's
bad,
flare.
bad.
No.
At some point in
No.
cinema, directors in Hollywood decided that they wanted natural light for everything, and we have never recovered from this stupid decision. Everything is either lens flares or it looks incredibly washed out. It's stupid.
All right,
So everything's either J.J. Abrams or Zack Snyder. Fantastic.
Exactly.
all right, now Angel,
Okay.
why have you selected Rise of Skywalker?
For the same reason that I liked the first movie.
The same reason that you like The Force Awakens?
I like The Force Awakens for the same reason I dislike The Force Goes to Sleep.
Wow.
I might as well get the package complete here. The reason why I like The Force Awakens, and it is my favorite, sorry if I'm getting ahead,
Yep.
is because it really felt like it was trying to set up something new. I did not care about killing Han, that felt stupid. But Rey seemed like a character that really was trying to grow into her own person. Finn and his story as a starship trooper who basically
stormtrooper
snaps out of it and decides, oh god, this is terrible, and becomes a better person, seemed interesting. The first entrance of Kylo Ren, where he literally stops the laser blast and keeps it in place and then leaves.
Holds it until the end of the scene.
And then it goes off.
And then he lets it go.
And you see his almost religious worship for the helmet.
Of Darth Vader.
He represents, ironically enough, being hung up on the past. The first movie really felt like it was trying to set up something new, a follow-up. This movie, I don't like it because it feels like it's trying too much to remind me of what I already saw. Oh, look, here's those planets you remember. Oh, look, here's Lando. Oh, look, here's Luke doing the thing. Oh, look, here's Palpatine, who somehow returned. Oh, look, it felt like it was trying so hard to ape the third of the first movie series. You know?
Yeah.
It felt like it was trying to do too much of the old thing and not enough of the new thing. So, as a result, that, plus, as one ever so eloquently put, the ridiculously fast pace, the movie felt very schizophrenic. It felt like a very fast flash of deja vu.
You know what it would, what the movie would have benefited from? About 20 more minutes to breathe in.
Yes.
Instead of having everything, I wouldn't have minded a Star Wars, like, if this was going to be the finale of the Skywalker saga or whatever, episode 9, I wouldn't have minded if that one was like a 3-hour fucking thing, give it a grand finale kind of
Stretch it out as much as you want. Hell, that part where we see Finn meet up with the rebels and they talk about like, oh, you two snapped out of it? You two
in Rise of Skywalker.
And we confirmed that Finn is force sensitive and all that. They could have expanded that into a lot more, but poor Finn got shafted so hard.
And that's why we were very annoyed with.
I'm gonna piggyback off you because I'm gonna share my reasons.
You deserved more.
Yeah, no. Rise of Skywalker.
John Boyega's our boy.
Rise of Skywalker was damn freaking awful. The pacing was all over the freaking place. There was no time to breathe, so I agree with that. I didn't like the way they treated Finn's story in The Rise of Skywalker, when in the previous movies they did so much to not only establish his character, but also give him character development.
And his friendship with Poe.
And it's not just that.
Friendship.
And you know what? I'm going to go even further. They fucked over Kelly Marie Tran's character, Rose.
Right?
Who? You mean the one that doesn't show up anymore?
No, she shows up for 5 seconds.
Exactly. Who?
Exactly what they fucking did to her.
They built her up so much in the previous film too, and I'm like, oh, I guess she's gonna do something important. Down. Oh, never mind. There she goes.
They fucking did that. They basically said, oh, by the way, hey, you could almost see that as like a, are you fucking stereotyping us, bitch? Hey, the only Asian girl in the Rebel Alliance that's left. We have homework on the Star Destroyer schematics. Help us do homework while we do this.
Nerd shit, you fucking nerd.
It can almost be seen like, is this a racial fucking thing? What the fuck?
Also, let's not forget that because of the events of the climax, everything that the rebellion has done was completely useless.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna get to another point why I didn't like it. Fucking Kylo Ren. I really think that they did Kylo Ren.
My eyes are up
dirty.
here, Ray.
Dirty.
Ray, look at my pecs. Look at my massive pecs, Ray.
Why did he... Okay, spoilers, but why did Kylo Ren had to die at the end when he saved Rey?
Because he
the Force
dared to steal the spotlight. Also, why did the Knights of Ren get to only show up, be intimidating, and like punks?
Hang on.
The main reason they killed him in the end is so that the line of Skywalker, which started all of this, ended. Because
not according to the books.
It was born anew, but
not
specifically, the bloodline was destroyed.
That is fucking terrible.
Except with the books.
That's one way of looking at it.
Except with the books.
Also, if everything that was happening with Kylo Ren's arc felt like Kylo Ren was just taken for a fucking ride.
In essence, he was. Like, he starts worshipping Vader, then he tries to break out and do his own thing, then he has a psychotic episode, and then he dies.
And then he dies.
At least he gets a kiss of true love.
But can I just say, technically the line doesn't die if you count the books.
Yeah.
The books!
Listen, I don't care what Disney says. The extended universe is so good that I'm never going to
It's so good. The books were
it's
fucking
also
fantastic.
convoluted as a motherfuckers, but I'm gonna...
I can live with
but
convoluted
some of the
if he has
books
great writing.
are fantastic.
Yes.
Oh
I can
my
live with
God.
convoluted if he has good
How
writing.
many of the books do I got?
We got a lot of them too.
Which book did I freaking love the most?
The force thing in which Mace's apprentice.
And you know what? I'm going to be honest. And this is going to
Who
be.
was she again? She fell to the dark side. It was that one. Yes.
And you know, I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to be
That one.
honest. I was more invested in the characters of Kylo Ren and Finn. I tried. I really did try to get invested. No, yes, I did. I tried to get invested into Rey's character and her direction.
I did like Rey.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
Ray did an excellent job on
Ray.
I will say that.
here's my fucking.
I was already spoiled on that before with Palpatine, but that was
The
way
Palpatine
too
thing was
cliche.
so
That was
dumb.
way too fucking cliche. Palpatine was the father. What?
Grandfather.
Really?
Can you
Grandfather, but
imagine
it's like,
Palpatine on his
fucking
younger
seriously?
years sneaking up to a beautiful lady in the bowling alley?
had a
Hey, honey,
kid.
did I ever
Does he-
tell you about the date of Park
do you-
Lancaster Weiss?
Let me
Do
tell
you
you,
guys?
like, for the record, he didn't. Palpatine didn't really get his nookie on.
I
That was
refuse
his
to believe
first
that.
clone.
I
and his
refuse
first
to
clone
believe that.
said, "You know what? No,
No,
Running
I
away."
refuse to
But
believe
still-
that. The Palparis.
That means technically that Palpatine's her father.
Yeah, that makes it even worse.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Makes it even
Remember how everyone was like speculating who,
Rey's
who,
parents were and all that?
I honestly would have loved it if it was somehow from Qui-Gon Jinn or our love Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It'd be
That
hilarious
would've
if
been
it
fucking
was,
good.
If she was a
That would've
kid.
been
would've
funny,
been
But
cool.
with Palpatine, the dark side, it's like
It was
that
basically
was.
there
I'm
for the
sorry,
sake
that
of
was really
plot
stupid.
significance.
It doesn't matter. It was really stupid.
Also, we all universally agree. Them saying that Palpatine survived somehow, that was so.
that was so
feel Poe's
stupid.
disappointment when he
The best
said,
part is that there's the Irish dude. I even forgot his name. Goes something that dark arts that only the Sith know of.
Could have known.
Cloning technology. And I'm like, who are you and how do you know that?
"Yeah."
They put an extra there to hypothesize, so we wouldn't go. That is fucking stupid.
Oh my
And
god!
you
No,
wanna
it's
know the
still
really
stupid.
fucked up part?
What's
What?
up?
What's actually crazy is that all the new series that we're getting over here with stuff for the live action, we've got The Mandalorian, we've got the Book of Boba Fett, we've got the Obi-Wan story, Ahsoka, we've got the Clone Wars shows over here, including the Bad Batch. Oh yeah, the
Shatterpoint. Shatterpoint was amazing.
Okay, alright, like all the new TV series and everything, including the Bad Batch, they're actually putting in seeds of things of how to explain the somehow Palpatine returns, and you know what? They've made it even more spectacular and oh my fucking god, they really went there style.
Yeah.
As fucking as dumb as the somehow Palpatine return is.
I still think it's stupid. I'm sorry.
So do I, but at least I'm appreciating how, like, okay, this is clearly something that the fans are not liking. How can we turn this around and use it to help further our story too? Oh, by the way, Baby Grogu, the reason why that Moff Gideon's hunting him, it's because he's got a naturally high ass midichlorian count, and we need that shit in order for us to work on Project Necromancer, which is what Palpatine has been working on with his whole contingency
Goes
of him
in
cloning
one
himself.
ear, out the other for me.
All right.
Don't forget the other issue with that, which is mainly the fact that you're making all the good guys' efforts completely useless if the bad guys can just reclone themselves with the right method. That kind of fucks with it. But.
Does it?
There is one thing that does get to it, though, in
What's
that
up?
particular movie, and is... Okay, so... When Lando arrives with the cavalry... Yay! They get fucked up almost immediately by Palpatine's super bullshit Kamehameha lightning. But then when Rey kills Palpatine, this automatically disables every single ship in the entire place.
No, it didn't.
What did?
No, it didn't automatically disable all the ships.
Okay.
What it did was, all the good guy ships that were being zapped and either disabled or blasted away, they were able to power back
I'm
up.
talking about the bad guy ships.
The bad guy
no,
ships.
at that
The
point.
final order.
Oh no, at that point, everyone's like, okay, no, these guys are in such fucking chaos because, like, wait, what do you mean he's dead? What do you mean he's dead again? We've been at this for over 30 years! What do you mean he's dead? Oh, hey, a shiny...
Boom.
Yeah, that's equally bad, though. You are telling me that that's all it
Yes!
takes to disable an army
Yes!
size.
Actually, yes! The reason why... What was Poe saying? Aim for the giant fucking planet buster guns! They have their power cores tied directly to that! Every ship we blow is a world saved! Do not stop!
But
And
then
they
that means
didn't
that
stop.
they designed the ships to have that weak point then. Like,
Listen,
Just
we're not crediting the Empire or the Sith Eternal for having brains, okay? And same with the Death Star.
It's just like the Death Star.
I'm sorry. That
It
is
blows up by just
Here's
shooting
the
down
thing.
there.
The Death Star is supposed to have a whole fucking army surrounding it. Meanwhile, you're telling me that the final solution,
The Final Order.
the final order, somehow, Jesus Christ, they found the resources to build all that shit in secret, which is already insane. But the fact that those ships are so incredibly easy to destroy, that means that every single one of those ships would need a whole army to be protected. Because if all it takes is one shot to end it,
Why do you think they had so many swarms of TIEs to try to strafe it off?
then why weren't the good guys all shot down at that moment?
Not all shot down?
I'm just saying, I didn't show a single one of the good guy ships explode itself.
All right,
Because,
all right.
They didn't
we're
shit
going
it
to this too
explode
much.
Yeah,
Point
we're
in
going
case
too
is, it's too convenient to get to that point.
Oh, it's too convenient. It was also too convenient in Return of the Jedi. Like, oh, the Empire's defeated because
The Death
they blew up
Star's destroyed.
our Death Star again. But this time the Emperor's in it, so they're all defeated. All of our big ships are being blown up.
Pretty dumb.
No, yeah. Did anyone freaking complain when the Star Destroyers were also being blown the fuck up?
I did.
Oh my
Did
God.
you?
I was a child. I
Warg.
really went. Hang on. How does
Yeah,
that work?
the flagship, the Super Star
I
Destroyer.
just assumed that it worked on video game logic, but bro, that only lasted for so long.
All right, all right, all right.
Okay, there's
Goose and
one
gander.
there's one thing that you will not argue with me against, though.
And what's
What's
that?
that?
We gotta move on.
That stupid dagger.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
That
didn't
was
get that
fucking
either.
stupid.
What is about this?
Don't worry about the dagger.
Okay.
Don't worry about the dagger. Anybody can agree that plot point was stupid even by the
Fetch
standards
quest.
of the show.
And now,
Fetch
and
quest.
now, let's go ahead and write down our pick for the favorite of
I already
the
have mine.
of the Skywalker. I mean, of the sequel trilogy. So, here we go.
I already have mine. You can't stop me. I got the quickness.
Stop him now.
I got the quickness, and y'all.
Down with the quickness.
Gotta get up when you're down with the sickness.
Hang on, hang on. We'll talk about it. All right. 3,
Two.
2, 1.
Last Jedi.
Last Jedi and The Force Awakens.
And the girls, none?
None.
Seriously?
Again.
For y'all, with Force
I
Awakens
only
was
saw
it when
one.
you watched?
All right. Well, you know what? Let's put a spin on
we
it.
still didn't care for it.
All right, well, let's put a spin on it because y'all watched The Force Awakens. Y'all told us why, you kind of disliked it, but now let's put a spin on it. Were there parts of the movie you did like?
Rey actually was a very interesting character.
Rey was a badass.
Like, for once, it wasn't a guy, because, there's always the guy is
And
the main character.
She wasn't a damsel in distress.
Okay.
And at first, she didn't want to, help her. She's like, nope.
No,
No,
we're
trying to get away from the plot.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell it.
Listen,
Fine.
listen, I'm sorry. You're going to have to join the plot.
No.
And that's the thing.
No,
She kept not wanting you to do it. She's like, no,
Look,
I need
she
to
kept
stay
on
here. I
ignoring
need
it.
to wait for my parents.
Look, I get it, and I understand what you're going through, but you have to listen to me carefully. They're not coming back.
Nope, they're gonna come back and
Listen,
sit right here.
no, you have.
Nope,
you have to join the plot.
Nope, nope.
You have to join the plot. We have wars happening in the stars.
I do not wish
and
to
you-
be a main character. No, I do not.
Hey, man.
I will
Hey,
sit
guys,
here.
I'm a stormtrooper who just joined the plot. Can somebody tell me where the plot is? Excuse me, you're Miss. Can you tell me? No.
Nope, let's go
Hey,
this
guys.
way.
Hey, look, it's an awesome beach ball droid who's cool, and he's part of the plot.
I don't care.
No, I don't care. Fuck
don't
off.
wanna go.
Hey, guys, my name is Poe, charismatic space pilot. Can you guys tell me where the plot is?
Hot.
Ray, look at the size of my chesticles. I'll tell you.
That's in the Last Jedi. We
Join the plot, Ray.
And
Join the plot, Ray.
I will say, all three of them, I actually really like their dynamic because
They
it
had
was
good chemistry.
hysterical.
Finn,
Ray
Ray, and
Poe.
Poe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really hysterical. I was like,
It was a nice
okay,
story, it was nice
they none of them know what the
chemistry.
fuck they're doing. I actually
And
really
they're
liked
just
it.
stumbling along, and
Yeah.
it's like,
And what was that? BB-8, right?
Yes,
so
BB-8.
cute.
I like BB-8. It was
BB-8's
like,
like
BB-8's
adorable.
adorable. It's like, please.
See, I'm
me,
gonna be
touch
honest.
me.
I did not care that much about BB-8.
I thought it was cute.
You know why?
Why?
R2-D2 was funny because he had C-3PO to bounce off.
R2-D2 also was an ass too, though.
Yeah, that's why it's good
I know.
because they bounce off each other. The 8 ball was there just to be cute, and I'm like, I know why
that's
you're
point.
here.
It's cute.
Fuck off, you're not interesting.
All right, fine. All right, so now let's get to you, Angel.
Oh, I already said my part. I prefer The Force Awakens because it seemed interesting. It introduced new characters, showed us a bit more of the world after the events of the original movies, showing that not everything was quite hunky-dory. Who the fuck wants to go to Jakku? Anyway, and, Rey is stunning.
Jakku, the junkyard. Thank you, junkyard.
So, yeah, okay, Rey, yeah, she seemed like an interesting character, somebody who genuinely wanted nothing to do with this, had her own personal agency. Obviously, she got dragged into that shit. Finn, Poe, the characters that were introduced at the time were interesting. I just wish they had done more to keep them interesting.
Of interest.
Yeah. And, yeah, that was it. I just liked it because it showed me something that could have been. Then it wasn't. But it could have been at the time. And
It had a good start.
Yeah.
It had a good start,
It
but
was
went...
a solid start, not unlike the Phantom Menace. It didn't end as good as the Phantom Menace.
No, it's okay, and we appreciate that, Angel. And that was very nice of you to tell us that you actually do like BB-8.
Yeah, no, I don't. Get this ball and chain off me.
He's attached to you.
No, get this shit off.
Hey, do you want to be a main character? Here's
No,
BB-8.
get this blood off me.
Okay, now just to spite you, when we go back to the Star Wars side, we're gonna get BB-8 and we're gonna put it in your hand. If you throw it, you're buying me a new
I
one.
will sell it for 3 portions.
3 portions.
And
Also, I know it probably tasted disgusting, but I want to taste that inflatable bread.
Oh no,
No, that actually looked really good.
Odds are that inflatable bread probably was just tasteful enough to eat. It's like, maybe like just
an
freshly
Maybe it
baked
tasted
rice.
just as fluffy as it was.
Like a military ration probably tastes.
Yeah, kind of thing.
kind of, yeah. All
Like,
right.
okay, it's good enough for you to choke down, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if that's all she's eaten all her life, also poor fucking thing. It's like she's living out in that hole inside that busted out AT-AT. She's carving out her fucking living in there.
How cool do you think the Knight's getting a planet that is 90% desert?
Jesus, man.
Yeah, but I also
damn
say she looked pretty good for only eating bread.
Listen, she was
Well,
doing
the portions
workout.
had like protein bits in them.
Still.
They probably, the
Still,
portions
wasn't
were
that
probably
much
good enough.
protein.
Well, when you think about it, if you lose workers, you lose money. So at the very least, I'm pretty sure they made sure the portions had enough nutritional value to keep you going, and everything
We're
else.
talking about the space portions that poor Rey had
All
to
right.
choke down as a
Yeah.
child. This is the weirdest talk ever.
Also-
Let's go ahead and move it on.
Also,
then,
one last
right?
thing,
What?
she probably hunted desert animals, and those are very high in nutrition because they have to survive. How much do you think a space cactus would taste like?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
Actually, no, I do want to find out.
All right.
Depends on the cactus.
Space peyote.
Okay, all right, now, Juan, why did you select The Last Jedi?
As my favorite, simple. Luke fucking Skywalker. People over here fucking complain. By the way, you dipshits, hi Clownfish TV, who have been making your fucking bread and butter shitting on the sequel trilogy. Hi, you fucking clowns. Hi there.
Hi, big fan.
I love Luke Skywalker's story in The Last Jedi because, A, it shows us, by the way, our heroes can be fallible. He started out as a fallible, punk-ass teenager. I just wanted to go to Tashi Station to get some power converters. Yeah, no. He fucking grew up. He fucking became a Jedi Knight. He fucking helped start trying to rebuild the Order, and he was too high on his own supply. He didn't fucking see the forest for the trees, and he was so worried about, I have to be a perfect Jedi in order to train these kids, to not realize, hey, no, wait a minute, maybe my nephew here just needs to talk to his uncle for a little while, because my nephew, Ben Solo, he's being jacked around from one side of the galaxy to the other by his mom and dad, and they're having me try to raise him. And he's my blood, he's my family. And I'm thinking, this kid's incredible. I must raise him to be the greatest Jedi of all time. No, he didn't need you to be the trainer to the greatest Jedi of all time. He needed you to be his uncle for 5 minutes. He was freaking out. He wanted to know, why the hell can't he hang around with his dad? It's because your dad, by the way, doesn't handle stress very well. Bless you.
Bless you.
Why can't I hang around with your mom? Oh, because your mom is an important political figure in the New Republic, and she knows from experience, people will stop at nothing to get to her, including getting to your sorry ass. So there's legitimately there's this Star Wars novel, Star Wars Bloodlines, that actually explores Leia's time as one of the heads of the New Republic, and some fucking sniveling asshole. By the way, here's a spoiler for you. Some sniveling asshole is, by the way, isn't that right? Well, I have a question for you, Senator Organa. Shouldn't you be Senator Leia Skywalker? Wait, what? It's been public knowledge that your brother is Luke Skywalker, the Jedi Knight, whose father is Darth Vader, formerly Anakin Skywalker. So should we really have Vader's daughter anywhere near our Senate? That was shit enough for her. She did not need little Ben Solo, who wanted to hang out with his daddy and Uncle Lando and go racing with his dad because he wanted to be a pilot, and his dad being like, "No, kid, you're better off with your mom because I'm no good for that kind of stuff."
When you think about it, it makes perfect sense why Ben would fall to the dark side with that sense of loneliness, because a child is not going to understand or care about politics. He's going to understand that his mom and dad don't want him around.
And his
you can bring a million excuses, but that's what's going to come out first.
And what we see in The Last Jedi is Luke trying to figure his ass out. Like, okay, you know what? I figured it out. I pieced together all of this shit. It's so simple. All of these fucking problems is because anytime the Jedi, as an institution, even try to exert any kind of influence, shit gets fucked up. I am not going to inflict that on the galaxy any more than I already did by unleashing Kylo Ren by accident.
And that was something he was trying to tell Rey, right?
Yeah, and he's like, I'm pulling myself out of the equation. I am pulling myself out of this. No, I am not. He thought he was doing the right thing. He thought he was being heroic there. He, at the very least, being selfish, but in reality, he was scared. He was scared of owning up to the fact that he fucked up and that he thought that he could be better. He was afraid to actually show that he was human, that he was flawed, that he made a mistake. And it took Yoda by the way, I know y'all hadn't seen it, but whatever. Yoda shows up and as a force ghost to Luke and basically smacks him upside the head like, you haven't changed a fucking bit.
For the record, Juan is explaining a lot more than the movie did.
Like, oh yeah, no, so it really is time for the Jedi to end. Oh, now it's time, all right. It's time for you, Luke, to quit. To look beyond just guarding a pile of old books, the original Jedi texts,
the sacred texts.
Oh, they're so important. Have you read them all?
Well, I mean...
yeah, sure, I didn't fucking think so.
Page-turners,
they were not. Yes, wisdom they held, but they possess nothing that the girl Rey doesn't already possess. That's a double entendre because she stole the books on her way out. Like Luke still looking to the horizon, never here, now. The need in front of your nose.
So why do you like the movie again?
Because we get to see Luke learn from being afraid. And Yoda's the one who's fucking snapping him out of it. It's like, what did I tell you? What did I ask you to do? Pass on what you've learned. Strength, mastery. Yes, you've learned that. But also,
your failure.
Your failure. Failure most of all. The greatest teacher failure is. Luke, we are what they grow beyond. That is the true burden of all masters. And it takes Luke fucking showing up in the big climax in the way that he fucking did. I will not spoil that for you two because I want you to.
It was a pretty good climax. The salt foxes were adorable.
Oh no, I promise you, Xeiana, and I promise you, Dragonfang. I promise you guys, you're gonna want to watch it only because it hits like a motherfucker.
Incredible.
I would rather rewatch the Clone Wars animated.
Like,
Clone Wars.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Amazing. Every word of what you just said is wrong.
The rebellion will
reborn
not
today. The war is just beginning.
And I
will not be the last Jedi.
Oh, look, they said the name of the title.
They did it. They did it.
And you know what? I'm going to piggyback off of Juan. Yes, I like the movie because of Luke's arc at this point of being an old dude who's trying to get away from the movie.
He's trying to pull a Rey. Like, nope, I don't want to be a main character anymore.
He was trying to pull a Rey before Rey pulled a Rey.
I know what happens to all masters in this kind of movies, and then at the end goes, fuck, fine.
I guess I'll be an old master.
I enjoyed this movie because there was character development. There was character development for Poe. Poe had to learn not to be such a hotshot all the time, and sometimes it's not all about, going out there and being a hero. I like the character development of Finn, as Finn interacts with Rose, and in their interaction, he discovers, he balls up. Like he was in the beginning when he woke up from his coma. All he could think about is running away to Rey. He trying to save his own
single-minded.
Single-minded.
And okay, no, you know what? Fuck this. If I'm running and if I'm fighting for my life over here, I could at least stand and fight for something I believe in. And what do I believe in? Wrecking the shit out of the First Order.
And then Tico is like, please don't sacrifice yourself. And Poe is like...
You mean Finn?
And Finn is like, okay, but if Ghost Luke didn't show up, we would have all died for that bullshit you just did right now. I gotta be honest with you, that part made me laugh because I understand what she's trying to say, but if Ghost Luke didn't show up at that exact moment, she would have doomed everybody by stopping his sacrifice.
I know what you're talking about.
And yes, I actually did like the lessons, the Jedi lessons between Luke and Rey.
You'll like the fight scenes.
Yeah, no, especially when Rey, spoilers, like when Rey goes into has her own dark cave moment.
Yes.
We'll leave that at
when we're going to leave that over there. Nothing but beautiful images of massive pecs. Rey, look at them.
No, Angel.
Look at them, Rey.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing.
Sorry, I cannot take Ben Swallow seriously because that wasn't exaggerated. He does look like that in real life. My man looks like a fridge with arms and legs.
I didn't really care for Kylo.
I also did like the character development between Rey and Kylo Ren.
Which was mostly her getting thirsty over there.
No, it was her trying to not be thirsty.
Man, they were both thirsting at each other.
Listen, I would rather be thirsty over Obi-Wan, okay?
Yes.
He's kind of dead right now.
Obi-Wan or
Sorry.
Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
Meow.
He's dead right now. Sorry.
Okay,
or Ahsoka.
Yeah, but that was my hook for The Last Jedi. That was awesome.
We've got that, and of course, and y'all said you hadn't seen the other movies on there, except for the Clone Wars movie. Okay.
Jesus, it took longer than I expected. We went through it.
I know. Let's check out the chat over here for now.
Let's go. Whoa,
let's see
that's
here.
a lot of.
Okay, so we hadn't checked out. Okay, question for the boys: should I let my husband know about my sadness? I don't want my husband.
Always tell your husband.
Where my husband? I don't
Communication.
Tell him always. I usually
Even
let
if
my
it
mom
may lead to unpleasant talks, it is necessary for a proper communication in this matter. Because if you let that shit build up, it's going to turn into a problem. I want to see you in our chat, not in the next episode of Criminal Minds.
Exactly. I love Star Wars, but where we go wrong as fans is that we can't seem to let go of the Skywalker family, even when they try to bring in new characters. We get upset as fans.
I do agree because I mean it's like how Square Enix is milking Final Fantasy VII. They are trying to milk the Skywalker series. I'm like, okay, let it go. Bring in new characters.
Let's see, I agree. I own the entire book series as well, along with Song of Ice and Fire, Game of Thrones, and Lord of the Rings books, and Sword of Truth books. Oh, nice. Legend of the Seeker. Yep. Let's see here.
Mr.
And she also said, hold on. And Mr. Geek Me Out. Do you heard it will be coming to Tampa Bay Comic Con along in August? Yeah, we heard. It's awesome.
Hey, the
looking forward to it.
All right.
Yay. Mr. Quake, he likes also the Gendy Tartakovsky Clone Wars. Wolves in the Mist, exactly. Luke's metamorphosis is nothing short of amazing. He wasn't a perfect hero. He made many mistakes, but he's still a hero. People hated Jar Jar and Binks, not Ahmed Best.
Thank you.
Disney ruined Star. No, I disagree. Clone Wars was created by the same guys. Gendy Tartakovsky. Luke, a better wrestling otaku. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
A wrestling otaku. But the Mandalorian is cool. Hi, Quake. Let me see here. What the heck?
Homer Simpson screaming, nerds!
Hi, Homer Simpson.
Oh my god. Let's leave that there, yeah.
Let's see here. Lisa, how you doing? I want a redeemed Vader movie that I wish, but like a what if kind of thing, yeah. The lease is okay. 2000, yep. Sequels, dropped the ball on Finn, and John was screwed up. Homer Sub Homie is, remember SVES?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Oh yeah, Rey with the yellow lightsabers. Remember Star Wars Rebels? Yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Kylo Ren was Ahmed Best killed it on this episode of The Mandalorian. I saw the Wendy one. Oh, the Gendy Tartakovsky. Saw the Lego one to 25 years. The YouTube wrestling guy.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So we did go through like the movies on there. Obviously, we like some of the TV shows.
Oh yeah, guys, the TV shows are great.
Mandalorian. We haven't watched Ahsoka, but we plan to.
We only have like 15 minutes left on the show. I suppose we might as well get through.
Okay, real quick. You said you haven't watched Ahsoka.
We just been really lazy.
Have you watched Star Wars Rebels?
Nope.
No.
I recommend strongly you pick up on some Star Wars Rebels.
I know she's in there.
Then please watch it. You'll love it. I promise you'll love it. I promise.
She's not even the best part of it.
I know it's good. That's how
Lazy.
good it is.
Yeah, no.
Listen, I just need to rewatch all the anime series for Clone Troopers.
Hera
For
Syndulla.
Clone, yeah.
my favorite.
Yes.
Hera Syndulla.
My favorite, my favorite shows is a tie between the Book of Boba Fett and a Star Wars Ahsoka.
That's pretty good. My favorite TV shows are the Genndy Tartakovsky animated series and the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. Personally, I feel like it should have ended there. It felt like a very proper, beautiful conclusion. And season 3 onwards, I tried to see it, but it feels like it's just dragging in every other direction. It has some good moments, but aside from those 2, I would put in High Clyde. I know it's not exactly a TV show, but the Vision specials.
Oh, the
Still
Star Wars Vision specials,
high
guys.
tier for me, and after that is the Clone Wars and Rebels and so on and so forth. Everything else is just becomes a big pile of I kind of like it, but those are in like my high tier right
The
now.
Star Wars
Clone Wars.
No, the Star Wars
the Clone
Visions,
Wars.
you need to watch them. They're so good.
Wars.
They're
Alright.
so good. I promise.
We
they're
need
so
to
good.
watch
All right,
the Bad Batch
Wancho.
too.
How about
Yeah,
you?
we need one Bad Batch.
Your turn.
Okay. I will not lie. I love the Obi-Wan series, and I loved Ahsoka. You need to watch Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
You girls are gonna have your hearts broken. You girls are gonna have your hearts broken so badly by the Obi-Wan series. It's gonna be so beautiful. I want to be there when you watch it. In the best way.
Is he hot?
Is he hot? Like, really?
Hello there.
Oh my God.
General Kenobi.
No, that shit's gone.
All right.
No, I know, but whenever someone says hello there,
Hello there.
General
General
Kenobi.
All right.
General Kenobi.
So we have like maybe 10 minutes to go. I think that's a good time to like bust out some last minute like new stuff, right, Juan?
Angel, I've got a thing from you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we talked about Blizzard. We talked about EA. We talked about EA Sports. We talked about Sony, Microsoft, and
More
Nintendo.
Blizzard.
But today, we talk about Sony.
Oh yeah.
Fuck pants, they say. And unfortunately, they decided that our pants are not good either, as a wave of negativity has washed under one of the most successful games of all times. Helldivers 2 has recently gone from overwhelmingly positive to overwhelmingly negative with over 100k negative reviews. For the record, that is about as many people as are playing the game right now.
And that's really sad because I wanted to buy it and play it.
It is. I suggest you wait, as the solution has not quite resolved itself yet, the situation,
I mean,
Here's an example from 2005.
We predicted this.
No, this was predicted by Tim fucking Buckley of all people.
And this is okay. This is a comic from Control Alt Delete, right?
Yes, and it reads him in quotation. Where is it? I said, where is it? Fucking load. I can't read that from here. So bleh. And here we
sir,
go.
I just recently. hang on,
Sir, I just received the memo that we won't be providing a unified online service with the PlayStation 3.
That's right.
But Nintendo and Microsoft, fuck Nintendo and Microsoft. We're Sony. We carve our own path. We don't do things just because Nintendo and Microsoft do them. But the customers want, fuck the customers. They want what we tell them to want. You don't see Nintendo or Microsoft standing on their chairs. That's because we're Sony. We rule this shit for a reason. Fuck unified online service. Let them figure it out for themselves. Sir, you aren't wearing any pants. Everybody wears pants. We're Sony. Fuck pants.
Oh my.
And unfortunately, that's all I'm getting. Now, for a little bit of context, the game, Helldivers 2, does not require a PlayStation Network account to enter. It was an option there, but there was also the option to simply skip it and move on. The specific Q&A page specifically stated that no, you do not need a PSN account to use it. Unfortunately, as of recently, they dropped a huge update indicating that now, in the future, you will have to use a PSN account to even log in and use the game. This is a problem, because the game is sold in over 200 countries. Only 69 countries have access to PSN.
Nice.
Which means that they're basically saying, we're going to throw about 60-70% of our fan base into the fucking flame.
75
That's just a
roughly.
slap in the face.
Throw it to the fire. Now, obviously, people are very angry at this. It doesn't matter if the account is free. The matter is that you have to make it, and that is yet another step you have to take just so you can play the game, which means that if you lose the password or the access, you're kind of fucked for a while. And more importantly, this is coming in suspiciously close to the fiscal year reports of Sony. And one of the things that they report is how many PSN accounts they have. I don't know you, but adding 100K extra PSN accounts to a live service game sounds like a pretty big boost to the numbers.
Okay, this is conjecturalized for the record, but
Yes.
we've got articles because we do our homework.
Yes.
First off, I actually want to show this one that we got from IGN. Like, the fucking headline is beautiful.
It's perfect.
The headline reads, Sony is forcing all Helldivers 2 Steam players to connect to a PlayStation Network account, and it's going down about as well as you'd expect.
Okay, update. This is older, by the way.
This is the good thing, too. The Arrowhead CEO, the people working in the company, they don't like this any more than we do. And they're making it clear that they want us to
fans
complain.
To Sony support. This was put it up yesterday. Let's see here. Here's the original story. In a tweet, Arrowhead CEO Johan placed a link to the PSN support page. Oh, wait, that's not even the... Oh, wait, here's the actual original story. That was the update. Sony has sparked a backlash after announcing plans to force Helldivers 2 Steam players to connect to a PSN account. In a statement attributed to Sony Interactive Entertainment, the PlayStation maker said that due to technical issues at the launch of Helldivers 2, it allowed the linking requirements for Steam accounts to a PSN account to be temporarily optional. Sony said this grace period will now expire. Here's what's going to happen. On May 6th, so starting Monday, all new Helldivers 2 players on Steam will be required to connect their Steam account to a PSN account. Current players on Steam will start to see mandatory login from May 30th and will be required to have a linked Steam and PSN account by June 4th. And so there's been shenanigans. While Sony is forcing this requirement upon Steam players, safety and security, it said... Quote, account linking plays a critical role in protecting our players and upholding the values of safety and security provided on PlayStation and PS Studios games, Sony said in a statement. This is our main way to protect players from griefing and abuse, and by enabling the banning of players that engage in that type of behavior.
We need more power.
I don't think so. Like, this
Do
is
you need more power?
No.
I would like to give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 reasons why this is a bad idea. May I? 7 reasons.
All right, but if I'm your 13th reason, then you better fucking drop it now.
April 2011. Hackers accessed the personal data of 77,000 Sony PlayStation Network users. May 2011. Personal details of another 25 million Sony Online Entertainment customers stolen. Many of them had not been returned yet. June 2011. Sony Pictures website hacked, exposing 1 million accounts. November 2014. Hackers steal 100 terabytes of data from Sony Pictures. August 2017. Hacker group accesses Sony social media accounts, steals even more data. September 2023. Sony investigates alleged hack. October 2023. Confirmation of Sony notification of employees of data breach. Sony has had more data hacks and breach that they made new games for the PS5.
Damn.
And now they demand, for your safety and security, that you gotta link your account with them too, just so you can play some goddamn Helldivers 2.
They haven't learned from their history.
By the way, before people complain, this has happened before, and people have complained about it before. Anytime Microsoft or EA keeps demanding people make accounts on their service to join in, it results in a massive dip in players because nobody wants to do it unless they absolutely have to. And this is going to bite them in the ass in a monumental way. But of course, not everything is lost, because turns out that in an unexpected side effect, the company that made Helldivers 2 is on our side. Because they made the game, Sony is the publisher, and they don't like it either, which is why we had that second article there. If you may, please.
Yeah, don't worry. Juan's
Give
gonna
me
get to it.
5 seconds over here. I'm trying to deal with some fucking damage control over here, and I need to fucking...
I'm sorry, Juan, you need to sign into your PSN
Angel,
account.
no, I'm not joking.
Oh shit, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no, something just literally just now popped up, and I need to murder someone now.
Okay.
I'm fucking disappointed.
Can you please save the murder on top
No.
with this part?
Please.
No.
I beseech you.
Eat a dick.
No, sign a PSN account for dicking.
No.
Oh, no!
Special
Subscribe to Nintendo Online so you can suck my balls.
Guys, please, let's focus
I
on
know,
the
we're
article.
both pretty.
The headline reads...
This is from Dexerto, by the way.
Dexerto.com. Helldivers 2 dev claims they didn't want Sony's changes and walks back the PlayStation Network requirements.
That was quick. Yeah, turns out that
This was today that they posted this.
Yep. For the record, this entire avalanche of bad publicity took less than 48 hours. That game has genuinely snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, because until this point, nobody could say anything but the highest possible praises from Helldivers 2, with good reason. It has good gameplay, it has a good community, it has good managers, it has excellent content, they're providing good regular activity, it's just fun. And then they want to do this shit with them, and yeah, it's been really messed up. Wait, was that the right article?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I thought I gave you a different one.
No, you gave me a different one, but it keeps repeating the same shit. This one actually gave you an update saying, by the way, the guys over at Arrowhead are actually walking that whole thing back completely.
What a shenanigan. Wow. Wait a second.
I sent you this article, Angel.
Wait a second. Are you telling me, Mr. Arauz, that this is democracy?
Yes.
Could it be that I'm actually witnessing democracy in action? And yes, from the moment the PSN requirement was announced, players suspected Arrowhead was not the driving force behind making it mandatory to have a PSN account to play on Steam. As it turns out, the players were right. Though the official announcement on their Steam page claims the linking options between Steam accounts and PSN were temporary optional, players were still very critical of that change. And according to the community manager Spiz, so are the devs. He quotes, "Internal discussions are ongoing about the mandatory linking charge, and while I can't reveal details, the response from all dev teams has been pretty universally negative, and we're looking for better options." He also claims that he was completely unaware of PSN's mandatory inclusion that would affect players in countries where you cannot make a PSN account, and then the FAQ Steam announcement, the actual page to the game, are all coming from Sony, not Arrowhead, which explains why the page was changed. Those bastards straight up lied to you to your face. Additionally, he had some words of reassurance for players worried that they wouldn't be able to play the game anymore. If a better solution isn't provided for our players who are in regions without PSN coverage, I am assured that we won't be making the requirement mandatory for those players. We're not going to force people to either break Sony TOS or not play the game. Space was in hot water earlier in the day for comments about the game and claiming that this change wasn't a huge deal, and he has since apologized. Smart thinking. Nobody should feel bad for me, to be honest. I let the negativity get under my skin and I gave a few people attitude. That is on me. I completely understand why people are upset that they require account linking. I'm not thrilled about it either. And my suggestion to people to change the reviews to negative was completely genuine. There's a lot of bad ways to express this content, and coming after the devs and moderators isn't the solution and won't get the decision changed. He continued by saying that people are emotional and rightfully so. Many of them won't be able to play the game anymore. It sucks. I'm not trying to attack anybody for being displeased with the change. I'm just trying to protect my team from backlash, so I jumped on the grenade. He assured that the fans are on the side of the players in this fight. Pirate Software, who was critical of the initial announcement, would go on to praise these statements, though he didn't mince words when it came to Sony's involvement. This entire situation didn't need to happen and leave a black eye on Sony as a publisher, Pirate Software said. Ultimately, while the level of review bombing here may hurt the game's reputation, devs are hopeful the overwhelming negative community response will force Sony to make changes. In this case, those negative reviews may matter. The previous article I sent you actually does point out that the guy says, take this up to Sony and no, don't keep leaving the negative reviews. He actively encouraged like, that is insane. Can you imagine a dev basically saying, put the negative reviews in there because those go directly to Sony and the refunds go to Sony as well.
Right.
Oh, it comes out of Sony's pocket, you mean?
Yeah, in an unexpected and very welcome change, the guy genuinely took accountability, apologized for saying stupid shit, explained himself, and genuinely said, no, you are right to express your displeasure. Just aim it that way, though.
Okay.
The bastards over there who are fucking everything up for us.
All right. No, that's good. He acknowledges.
Don't you love democracy?
Democracy actually works, Angel.
So good news. It looks like the whole thing with review bombing the fuck out of Helldivers 2 in order to save Helldivers 2 is working.
Could you really call it review bombing if it's done for a legitimate reason? Like the complaint is justified 100%?
True, but it also I'm using it in the terms of a massive coordinated attempt to have a singular fucking set of reviews all going in one fucking direction.
So it got hell-dived.
Yes.
I got held
I mean, we've seen quite a few games that were review bombed for good reasons. So
Yes.
I mean,
Genshin.
and this is a good reason.
Genshin Impact.
While there's obviously nothing wrong with the game
For a good
itself,
reason.
this is clearly Sony getting its grubby hands all over and decided that they want more control over it. And one of the managers specifically said, "Oh yeah, no, most of these changes just let us ban people faster and easier."
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, come on. Listen, let me do some dumb shit in the game because we're all still fighting together for Super Earth.
Also, they are counting like cussing in there, right? That you
most
can get
likely
banned?
they will.
Wow. Who doesn't fucking cuss in every fucking sentence?
Especially when you're in a game where
in
suddenly...
this day and age, who doesn't cuss?
Especially when you're in a game where at any second
They
the
would have
developer
never-
might decide to spawn another army
And they
of
were saying,
robots
"Shit!"
right on top of you.
They
Right?
would have never. The folks at Sony would never have they wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes in an Xbox Live
Ironically,
chat
yes.
No, they
Or
would
a Call of
100%.
Duty
or
chat.
Call of Duty chat, right?
League of Legends.
League of
Overwatch.
Legends. Okay. To be fair, League of Legends is like Chernobyl over there. Okay,
Yes, I know. I was there
We
and
don't-
I left.
we don't
Imagine
talk
the-
about LOL.
Well, imagine the WoW community if they were able to chat with each other harder. Oh wait, they can't. Oh fuck.
Exactly. Listen, at the end of the day, there's always going to be cheaters, griefers, and assholes in every multiplayer game. No matter what, they will always be there. And it is the job of the managers to manage it. But when you have the big corp over there trying to get their hands on that and basically tell you what they believe is right, especially from Sony, which already twice over has come under severe criticism over cases of blatant xenophobia and censorship of Asian products, while leaving several other Western games completely untouched, you don't want Sony around this. You don't want the... Okay, I get while they have power because they're the publisher, but their power should stop at publishing. That's the problem. It doesn't, and now we have this problem, and it is unfortunate that many of the devs of Arrowhead had to deal with this negative backlash. But I appreciate that their CEO is stepping forward, taking responsibility, and going, "You are right to be angry. Be angry in that direction, because we actually want to keep this game going, please.
And
Please."
No, of course. And obviously,
Save democracy. Save Helldivers.
and obviously, we haven't heard the end of this, so this is one of the stories that we're going to keep our ears to the ground on.
Yes.
As it continues to develop. And we've reached the end. I think that's pretty much wraps everything up in a bow.
Goddamn second, I just realized something.
What?
Unless these guys, throw their pantless asses back at us.
Please don't. What's
Doesn't
up?
this make Sony the Empire?
Yeah.
They even have big impractical consoles that are easy to break and have no games.
In white armor, no less.
White armor.
Or black if you want.
Country.
I mean,
Yes.
the PS4 and PS3 look like Star Destroyers.
They do.
No,
Just saying, my PS5 is not broken. So.
Wait, no, I take it back. The PS4 and PS3, they look like the ships from The Last Order.
Oh, God,
Oh,
yes.
for the
Well,
first-
the only
oh.
thing is, at least, the PS5 doesn't look like a refrigerator.
Yeah.
That is true.
It just looks like an empty refrigerator.
No. Xbox looks like the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta go with
PS5 looks like a Wi-Fi thing.
It looks like Kaiba.
It looks like Set of
like
Five.
Kaiba.
It looks like Kaiba's Wi-Fi router.
Oh my god.
Yes.
All right. And folks, with that, we have reached the end of this program. We appreciate all of you tuning in tonight, and we appreciate all of you being engaging in the live chat. You guys have been fantastic. Now, of course, I'm going to get this out there. We want to thank everybody who tuned into our watch party earlier today and watching the WWE Backlash 2024.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun, yes. And today has been an incredible day of streaming, and I wouldn't take that away for anything. Now, Angel, we just got through Fat Man, but next week is going to get hella crazy in Sons of Liberty, isn't it?
Somehow, yes. Next week will somehow get even crazier.
Somehow Vamp returned.
Somehow.
That's what you guys.
No!
Yeah, he did.
Somehow the bullets missed. Somehow it did. Okay, so yes, somehow we will be back next Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll continue our Let's Play of Metal Gear Solid 2, the worst day of Raiden's life so far. We hope that you will join us as once again I and the lovely ladies and the wonderful fellows here will be continuing the show. I will be your host and Toy Slasher will be the controller until he dies, in which case Mr. Casabona will take the reins for the time being.
And then he dies.
And
Then he goes back.
and then I take the reins and I die 5 minutes later
And it
because
goes
I suck at stealth.
Forward and back and forward and back and forward and back.
Forward and back, and then forward and back, and then go forward and back. Point in cases, thank you for joining us today.
Dick butt.
Thank you for joining us next week, because I know I'll see you there, and I hope that, as usual, you enjoy the fantastic developer we give you, and the ever-increasing peanut gallery that I seem to have accumulated in this farm.
Hells yeah. And of course, for raving wrestling fans out there, tune into my program, which is Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube and Kick, where me and my tag partner, Mr. Juan Arauz, we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That's WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Now, if you missed our watch party from today, don't worry, because on next week's edition, me and Juan, we will review and discuss the main event for this year's WWE Backlash 2024, along with with this year's main event of TNA Under Siege.
I might join you for that section, because I was here.
All right, and that's awesome, and we welcome that. And what the hell? What are you...
This is what's the most important thing from Jose over here. This is the most important message that you're going to need to get out of him.
Let me see that. Let me see your side. I can't read it from here, Juan. Don't be a dick, all right?
I mean, that is a very good message. It's quite inspirational.
Oh, God. Shut up.
No, Angel. Rhea Ripley isn't inspirational.
She's to me.
What you need is to believe in Joe Hendry.
Thank you. Man, of course, we also have a program on Wednesday nights, don't we, Juan?
Yes, we do. That's my show. That is the Black Files, the uncensored, compromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock, where normally, as you can see on the Ravens Flock, we talk about a whole wide variety of different stories in the world of nerd and pop culture. But on the Black Files, we hone in on one story. Usually, it's on the darker side of things. Usually, it's a little more real world. Usually, it's a little bit more like pressing issues kind of thing. You could call me a social justice warrior. I don't give a fuck. I take it with a freaking smile on my face.
I don't fight for justice.
I know. You fight for the heart.
The heart of the cards, you do.
Is that it?
Heart of the cards.
Is that it?
It's
Wizardmon!
I thought it was...
And we got a little angry Uwu and Wizardmon. Like, yeah, this last Wednesday we were trying to talk about how the fucking protests against the massacre happening in Gaza were going crazy, and they're starting to work. There are people who are fucking listening to these college campuses and other protest rallies happening around the world, and people are like, oh no, but it's so violent, and we shouldn't do that way. The violence doesn't start until the fucking Popo shows up.
Yeah, I think so much violence.
And the protesters
are annoyance.
And the protesters are getting support from the United Auto...
the protesters from the United Auto Workers.
Yeah.
Last time the UA...
You know, I may spend my entire life building cars, but you know what I don't like? I don't like war very much.
So you know what I'm gonna do?
I'm gonna help them students over there real quick.
Bless you.
Bless ya.
And what's crazy is that like literally, I showed you guys the very next night. Actually, no, it was on the same night when we were live and we had the stream cut out 2 times. So that's why there's 3 parts to it. It was fucking ridiculous. The same night at UCLA, the police had shown up in full force, and it looked like they were going to try to fucking break up the entirety of the protesters, but they fucking retreated instead.
Because when you think about it, nothing they do there is going to make them look on a good light. Okay, congratulations, you beat up a bunch of college students. Do you want a race? Fuck off.
Exactly.
See, this is one thing. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter which way you look at it. Sending your own armed forces against your own populace never works well.
So if you like hard-hitting stories, or whether it's in nerd culture, pop culture, world news events, geek culture, crazy shit, and if you like the harder-hitting stories where we'll have ourselves a round table, we'll talk about our opinions on things, then request access, and as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern for the Black Files.
And of course, tune into our main show, the #1 show on this channel, The Ravens Flock, which is every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube and Kick, where we, the motley crew of nerds, are gathered here to discuss with you the latest news and topics circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture. Whether it's a slow week, a busy week, or even a dead week, whether we're in the United States or whether we're overseas in France.
I still have a croissant.
And no matter what our opinions are with the Star Wars franchise, there's always something to discuss, and we'll be here to share with each and every one of you.
I actually want to see over here before we wrap up and say, woes in the mist. Thank you guys for being my family, and I am just scared of letting my husband know I miss my dad. I don't want him to be worrying.
Trust me, I'm sure he misses his dad too.
Yeah, 2024 has been full of surprises, and I'm blessed to be adding to my family this year. Congratulations to you. Well done. Let's see here. Mr. Quake was saying, my cousin played Star Wars video games on Xbox back in the day. Knights of the Old Republic, which I have. I got some Lego Star Wars sets. Yes. Star Wars inspired both Transformers and Bionicle. Yay. Sony merging with Paramount. Fuck that. And may the 4th be with you, and also with you. Yeah, Miss, definitely. Yep. And let me see here. And Lisa Boo, to Wolves in the Mist, he will understand important to be open with him about your feelings. Yes. Listen to Lisa Boo. She's got it going on there. So yes.
Hells yeah.
Thank you.
No worries, man. And with that, we have come to the end. And once again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. You guys have been great. And this has been a great special here on the Ravens Flock. And we've been doing this for a very long time, over 10 years now, working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission. Now, with that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, Fang Cosplay, Xeiana Rose Cosplay, KStorm Cosplay, and yours truly, Juan Arauz, as we bring you the latest news of the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, working hard to stay strong to make your voice our mission. Join us as we go live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content, become near to Flock by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to the Star Wars special edition here of this channel. Nerds all over the internet, we are the Ravens Flock, and may the 4th be with you.
And also with you.